Yo, yo, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, bit of a manic day today. Riley boy's just this second gone to bed, literally just this second. Yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic day. Very, very hot, which is lovely. I love the hot weather. I don't often complain about it at all, but yeah, it's been a bit close. But I like the old hot weather. Like it a lot. So 9 in the house, which is cool. Let me just get my pop-out chat up. Let's get that into place. That's now into place. Good. Got bits and pieces everywhere at the moment. Let's get rid of the old camera and tripod. Don't need that now. Been doing some more videos today. Bits and pieces. I should show you one of the mowers I've done today. And what have you. I've got my drink in, which is cool. I've got a few spare cans. Got some bits and pieces as well to show you, which is quite nice. Had a few parcels come in today. But it's really, really warm. Particularly warm in here. Got a local club just next door, local social club. They're all out playing football, so that's the old social distancing gone down the old Swanee. But there you go. Well, it is. As long as we do our bit, we'll be all right. So, hope you're okay. 21 in the house. Give us a thumbs up on your way in. That'd be cool. Much appreciated. I seem to be missing a few of my mods. I don't know if YouTube's had a bit of a trim up, have they? I don't know. I've only got Pete in here as a mod. It's weird. I'll have a few more in here than that, but we should see how we get on. I haven't moved anything. Maybe YouTube's had a bit of a doodad. No idea. Right, so warm is good. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like the hot weather. Definitely, I prefer when I'm abroad. Even better when I'm abroad, sort of in Turkey or something like that. That's why I really like it. So hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you're keeping well. Share the old stream out if you can. The more in here, the better. As far as I'm concerned. Been busy. I picked up a nice little Sovereign lawnmower today. Did pay a bit more than I normally do. Paid 30 quid for it, but all it wanted was gasket and diaphragm. That was it, which was cool. So that's up. I picked up a little job lot of free. Picked up a Mountfield 414 with an RS 100 engine on top. That needs just a carburetor clean standard. Some bits and pieces, but that runs really well now actually. And I got another Champion or Sovereign that's got the RV150 engine on it, and I've got to get that sorted out tomorrow. Sort of ran out of time. I had a friend of mine turn up who I used to work with years ago. He got hold of me and said, I hear you repair mowers, can you look at mine? It was really stiff to pull and just not playing ball pretty much. So he came around about 4 o'clock. His name's Nama, nice fella. And he'd got best part of about, I would say, 3,500 millilitres of oil in his engine. It was just chucking out of oil in every orifice it possibly could do. The pull cord was a bit frayed, not too bad, but the dead man's cable was seized. That's why he couldn't pull it. So spent a half hour with him, just put a new cable on for him, made a new cable up, and went for the motions, took all the oil out, had to clean the tank out. That was full of oil. We tipped it up. So anyway, smoked for about half an hour. And I got him running, so that was cool. But nice to see him anyway. Done a bit of a paint job on a Mountfield, so I'll show you a bit later on. Looks quite nice. Quite happy with that. As I say, I got some bits in, which is quite cool. What else have I been up to? Got a Hader in the other week. That's now done. Still waiting on parts from my Rotavator. The video, you should be seeing that come out next week. It's running, but it's not running right. And then a ride-on. I've got issues with a ride-on mower. I've got to sort that out at some point. It's got to come back in the shed. I'm guessing it's either head gasket or valves will let go somewhere on that line. It won't even start at the moment, so which is a shame because that was mega cheap. But worst case scenario is I'll take the engine off, put the other engine on. But we'll see how we get on with that. So I've got 32 in the house, which is quite cool. Numbers I expect will be low because you can go out now. You can go out and do a bit. So no doubt people are buying fish and chips, sitting on the beach and all the rest of it. So fair play to them all. If I want to go out and do things rather than sit and watch an overweight bald bloke in the shed, that's good enough for me. So hopefully those of you that do stay, hopefully you enjoy it, and we get a few on the panel, which is cool. Rules of a panel are rules of the chat, as you all know, it's the same every single week. Pretty much no swearing in the old chat, no capital letters, no more than 2 emojis, all that sort of good stuff. You know what happens if you do that, you get deleted, blocked, and all the rest of it. So, and the same applies when you come on the old panel. No swearing, all that sort of good stuff. So hopefully, pretty much it is still here in lockdown over here, bud. You know, but they're saying Monday you can mixed with 8 people from different households, as long as 2-meter rule applies. And I just sat and watched my neighbours have a little party. That's ridiculous. And also 2 doors up on the party. That's ridiculous too. I've got a social club down here. That's ridiculous too. So I don't know. I'll keep out of it. None of my business. But we'll see how we're getting on. I'll get to that comment in a minute, Robert. I'll come back to you. So that's that. So what have I been up to? Apart from the mowers, I had a couple of bits come in. Picked up one of these, which is cool. There's a bloke selling them on Facebook, funnily enough, brand new. He wanted 20 nicker. I went on to Amazon, brand new as well, £17.50 for a 2 kg one, dry powder. So I know some of you guys have been pestering me about no fire extinguisher, all that sort of stuff. I know. So that's going to go up on the side of the wall, brand spanking new, never been used. So that'll go up on the side of the wall. I'm going to get a CO2 one as well eventually. But now I've got one. I was going to pin it up on the wall, and that's it. I've got my fire extinguisher done. So that's that. As I say, £17, £18 off of Amazon, cheap as chips. So that's that. Got to have one. Yeah, got to have one. Especially when you're doing blade sharpening and stuff. Yeah, most of my fuels are kept underneath this cupboard here. So not at the moment because I've been working, but most of my fuels are underneath this workshop in a separate cupboard, so they're well out the way of any sparks, and nothing can get in there. So I've got that. Now, some of you may remember in the past weeks I've been working on some Ransome Marquesses. I've got a Briggs one, which is working. I can't remember if I did a video on that or not. I don't think I did, which is a shame because I did the carburetor. I don't think I did do one. But I've got this other Villiers which has got the Sloper engine, which is hidden behind my tool trolley at the moment. You can't see it. I've been waiting on bits for that. The carburetor, in one of the videos, you'll see what I did to the carburetor. My bad. And as Pete says, they're like hen's teeth or rocking horse poop. Really, really struggle to get hold of them. I've been watching 3 carburetors, which is the 379 1-to-1 carburetor, which is the Sloper one. And they've been going anywhere between £35–40 upwards. I missed 2 on eBay. They both sold for about 38–40 quid. I missed 2. I was out in the garden doing something and missed them. Anyway, I set an alarm for the next one, and it sold for about 85 quid. Oh, here we go. So at the moment, I've been waiting on a float for this carburetor, and you can't buy them. They're not available to buy. You can't buy them. I've rang up the company Amel that actually produces these carburetors or copies them, and he says no, there's no parts for them, so you're out of luck. You've got to find a carburetor. Well, that was one issue. Exhaust as well. I was on about an exhaust, and I know that Will Higgs said he might have a Sloper engine. It turns out he possibly doesn't. So that's okay. That's what it is. So anyway, I found a Villiers engine on YouTube, on eBay, and the bloke wanted next to nothing for it. It was up spares or repair, buy it now sort of thing, the sort of thing. But it's up in Leicestershire, which is a million miles from me. Okay. So I texted him up and said, I think he wanted about 40 quid for the entire engine. So I texted him up and said, would you split the engine, give me the carburetor, the tank, the exhaust for the price of what you're asking, 40 quid? It's this sort of a fair price for me. He said, yeah, definitely, not a problem. So I took the parts off, listed it as £45. I had to pay the postage, which was about 6 quid. So I'm in the bin for about 45, 50 quid, somewhere in there. But as I say, the carburetors are selling on their own for 40 to 50 quid, even 80 quid. An exhaust is selling for anywhere between 20 quid to 50 quid. And a fuel tank is selling anywhere between £30 to £50. Okay. That's not including the brass fuel tap as well. They're about £24 for a reconditioned copy, not original. So he posted it, and it's here. So the first thing I managed to pick up, which I haven't yet opened yet, this one, I found this one on eBay. Let me get it open. So this is a Ransome Marquess drive cable, but it's an original. It's not actually a copy. This is a second original. Came off a machine, but I think it's new old stock. Because normally when you buy the copies, you have to solder the end on. Okay. But this, as you can see, has got both ends already on it. Okay. already there. So I got that for cheap, cheap money. And that's, as I say, that's new old stock. I don't think it's been used. Possibly has been used. Yeah, it has been used. Yeah, it definitely has. But there's nothing wrong with it at all. Brand firing, pretty much. Okay, really good condition. I think I paid about £7 for that. So now I have a drive cable for it. You'll see the videos coming up. So well happy with that. Great engines, yes they are, but yeah. So I've got the. Let me get it wet in bits as I go. So I've got a few little extras, which I don't think he really knew what I got. You know. So I've got the tank. There's a sloper tank. Called a sloper for a reason. Slope, same as the engine does. And that also gives me an idea now how that fits onto the engine, because I wasn't finding that bracket before. But now it's there. That gives me a tip. But look, he left the fuel tap on it. Those fuel taps, £30. Okay, because they're the original ones. I know it's original because I checked the numbers with my one. It needs a new cork in there because the cork's at it. But in a video coming up, I can show you how to put new corks in. I've got new corks. So how cool's that? But added Brucey bonus, my one has got a yellow cap. Shouldn't have yellow cap, should have black cap, which mine's now got. And it's also got the this piece here as well, the filter for it as well. So mine didn't have that. So the tank in here actually doesn't look too bad. It's a bit rusty in there, but you know, we're talking 50 years old. So that isn't too bad at all. Quite happy with that. BSA sloper, that's right, mate. Yeah, BSA sloper. So I got that. So I got a tank and I got the tap as well. So I can sell the tap for about 25, 30 quid, somewhere in there. So finally got an exhaust, however gutted. Although it says Villiers on it, it says Villiers on the top. I don't know if you can see the Villiers just on the top. It says Villiers, but this is not the right one for it. It does fit. It is a reproduction. This is called the eyelid exhaust. It's got an eyelid, and my exhaust hasn't got this bit here. It's just got a straight spout coming out the side. However, I'm watching one on eBay at the moment, up for about £6 at the moment. But I have got a spare. So if that one doesn't go, this one will go on it. Until I can find them. It's in fantastic condition. In fact, you can still see the silver on the inside. That's how little it's been used. So I'm happy with it, although not ecstatic because it's not the right one for it. So that's that. But this is the cookie. Here is the Holy Grail. Dun, 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 dun. Nice carburetor. And it also came with the original throttle assembly lever as well. So that's an even better bonus. I don't think mine... No, mine's nothing like it. Nothing like that. Mine's very different indeed. So this is one of the original ones. So happy with that. So I've got a complete throttle cable. And this one, the float in this is not brass. It's the same as yours, Pete. This one is plastic. So that should last a bit longer. The throttle does seem to be stuck at the moment. I've got to look into that. But all the choke all works, which is cool. It's got the oil bath in it, but it's missing the filter on the inside. So between the two carburetors I've got, because mine's leaking like a sieve, I should have one complete carburetor that now works. So now with the exhaust and the carburetor and the fuel tank, although my fuel tank's fine, it's a bit more rusty and a bit more dented than this one. I've now got a pretty much complete. It must have been an upgrade, Pete. Yeah, I've now got a complete Ransome Marquess. Apart from the front roller, it needs a new back bar guard on the back, which I'm just going to get someone to fabricate that. I don't think you can buy them no more. Apart from that, she's there. Not running because of the fuel leak. So fuel leak problem I had on the machine. It was leaking fuel like you wouldn't believe. So I couldn't fire it up. But anyway, I think that cost me 45 quid total, £48 all in, carburetor, exhaust, and tank. And there's a few added bits on there: the lever, the cable, the fuel tap. They're extra bits which I can sell on. So happy with that. I'm going to keep my eye on this other exhaust. If I win the other exhaust, I should then sell this reproduction eyelid one. I still get 15, 20 quid for that. I think they're about £30 to buy brand new. So someone might want that. That's cool. Any idea what mark that actually comes off of? I think it's a Mark 5, but it will fit on a Mark 4. So that's that. I think that's roughly all I've got in bits and pieces wise. Parcels and what have you. I don't know had anything else come in. I had some GoPro batteries from China because my GoPro I'd run off a power bank and it wasn't working. So I got some free batteries and a charger for a GoPro 7, 20 quid. I thought it was cheap, and I used one today. I did 1.5 videos on one battery, lasted about an hour and 45 minutes. So, well happy with that. So that's that. So that's cool. That's where I am. So let's have a quick look through the old chat. See who we got in. We've got 45 in the house. Give us some thumbs up. That'd be cool, people. We'll see who we've got. A quick slurp. My old throat's a little bit dry. Oh, that's better. So, Big Boss Man was first in. He has to buy the beers today. Rounds are on you. Ridgeware Mowers in. How you doing, Ridgeware? Nice to see you. I saw your email and about your name not being in the draw. It wasn't. My mistake. So, let me know, Ridgeware, if you got a set of carburetor tuners, please. If you do mowers repairs, I've got a spare set of carburetor tuners. So if you want them, because I didn't put your name in, you can have them. AJP Garden Services, or Garden Machines in the house. How you doing, Ash? Nice to see you. So is Pete Froud. Matt Leeds also in the house. How are you doing? Garden Machinery's in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. I think that's Harry, isn't it? I think. Pete Kieran's also in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. Willie K's in the house. Anthony Redways for Life is in the house. How you doing? Scott's in the house. How you doing? Andrew Autos. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. David Young. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Harold Fisher's also in the house. Heinz is in the house. How you doing? Smart's also in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. Lunchtime here at the Fisher house. Okay, Harold, no worries. It's fine. What are you having for your lunch? Scott, Junkyard Garage. Woo, boom. How are you doing? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Not seen you for a little while. Our paths haven't crossed for quite a while. Hope you're doing well. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go for a ride on the Twister cart. Cool. Look forward to that. Hope you have good fun. Partness also in the house. How you doing, Partness? Hope you're doing well. Sparky's in the house. Cherokee Rebel, how are you doing? So is Partness. Robert, hello, Mick. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing right. I got to figure out why the twin on the Craftsman mower was running funny. It's spitting and semi backfiring. What was it? Was it only running on one cylinder? Cherokee's in the house. Partners in the house. Harmsworth, how you doing? Message retracted. Hope you're doing well. If you're from Corfu, fantastic. John's in the house. How you doing, John? Nice to see you. Pete's in the house. How you doing, Pete? That's Pete Peterson. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Riley Boy's good. Thumbs up for the host. Yeah, cheers, Sparky. Theo's also in the house. How are you doing, Theo? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Alan says BSA Sloper. Yep, BSA Sloper. I've had it running, and it does sound really nice, but I just can't run it for too long because of fuel problems. How you doing? Grim, how you doing? Nice to see you. Theo, who have we got? Jay Hanscombe, how are you? Nice to see you. Riley Boy's doing very well. He's just had a bath, just gone to bed. He's doing well. I need to belch in a minute. There it is. Twisted, how you doing? Nice to see you. Anthony Redway, hope you're doing fine. Scott Daniels also in the house. How you doing, Scotty? Donald, Donnelly's also in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. Nicky Walsh, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. So this fella here says, hi, Mick. I've got a Hater 41 12F807 and the front of the motor seems to bounce all the time. Any advice on what it could be? So you mean the front of a motor? You mean the front of a mower is bouncing? Hater 41 Harrier, is it the old style or the new one? If it's the newer style one, it could be at the very, very back. There's a metal bracket, like a horseshoe shape, that could be snapped. So look at it's going to be non-carburetor side. It's going to be exhaust side. Look up by the roller, up the top. There'll be a little tiny metal bracket like a horseshoe. That could be snapped. And if that's snapped, that's what's giving you that bouncing effect. Have a look at that. Love your videos, by the way. Cool. Thank you very much, Matt. Evil Trev's in the house. Hey, nice to see you. Tom's in the house. How you doing, Tom? East is also in the house. How are you doing? Philip Hardy. Bonjour. How you doing? Tim Palmer's also in the house. Hi, Mick. And you say hello to everyone. Good. Bing's Project's also in the house. Scott is in the house. Partnest. Tim. East. Right, I'm there. Cool. Not a lot of chatting for 44 people. That's what it is, though. It's cool. 44 in the house. So let's get some people up. Let me grab a link. So the rules are very, very simple. You've got to play it by the rules, yeah? You've got to have your camera on, audio on, and behave yourself. If you don't behave yourself, I'm just going to dump you in the basement. That's what happens, I'm afraid. It's just the way it rocks and rolls. There's been a few people getting porn bombed and what have you recently, so especially Ken, small engines, he got done twice. Yeah, if it's not how it's going to be, then yeah, you don't even come up. Simple as that. So anyone gets dumped or just timed out in the basement, that's what it is. You know, if you play nice, it won't be a problem. Link is there. Feel free to help yourselves. Give us a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. I have a hedge trimmer bought in to me just for a tune-up. Thought something wasn't right, took the exhaust off, and the piston is scored. Not sure what to do now. Well, put a compression testing kit on it if you got one. I'm assuming that it's coming as it's not running. If it's not running, then you know you got to do a compression test if it's all scored up. To pull it over nice and slowly, as slow as you can, so you can try and feel the compression strokes coming through the engine. Sometimes you can even hear the goring going on. Sounds like they've put a bit of a lean fuel through it. But compression testing kit will tell you what compression you got, even if you do a wet compression testing kit. Pete knows all about that today. Chuck some carb cleaning down the top of the head, try and give it a few pulls. If it fires, it might have enough compression to run, but the chances are if you've got scoring on the exhaust side, yeah, took the exhaust side on the exhaust side, the chances are if you take the carburetor off as well, have a look down there as well on the inlet, you might see scoring there. If it's too scored, just bin it. That's what it is, or do a new pot and piston change if it's economical to do so. I doubt it is though. So I hope you get that sorted out. Who just gave a thumbs down? No idea, don't care. That's what it is. So that's that. So I've been busy. I was going to do a bit of work, trying to get that videos running whilst I'm on the stream. It's up to you if you want me to do that or not. I can try and fit the carburetor to it, all that sort of good stuff, but it depends if you want to see me working or you want me chatting. So that's up to you. I don't mind. If you can rotate the blade with one finger, then the engine is worn out. No need for testing. Rotate the blade. It's a hedge trimmer. It's got teeth like that. You got to do a compression test. Compression test will tell you, because some machines have also have compression relief valves as well. So do a compression test and then do a wet test as well. A wet test will tell you if it fires when you got oil down the head, and the compression comes back. And once the oil is gone, you fire it without the oil. Compression goes. It's done. Ever take a day off, Mick? Every day is a day off in my house. Every day. You guys, you need to try and remember. I live with a child with additional needs. Okay, despite the fact how much all you guys love and support little Riley boy, he is really hard work. But he's taught me how I should appreciate life to the full, which I do. So life is not a struggle for me. I work nights Monday to Thursday with an odd weekend here and there, and then in the weekends, this is my time off. This is what I enjoy doing. So this is time off. You can't see me how you doing. You can't see me how you doing. Nice to see you. Compression is fine. Starts okay. Carb struggles to pick up on full speed though. Have adjusted it best I can, but still having issues. Thanks for the reply. If you had a carb apart, it might be the old metal filter in there inside the carburetor, the screen. That might want looking at. But for what it is, I picked up a £10 trimmer. A hedge trimmer just the other week, a Sovereign one, and that was running dopey. In fact, I stripped it. Bloke said it was running fine last year, right? And when I got in there, the diaphragm was actually missing, and a few other bits were missing. So there's no way it was running. So I just got hold of Wuhan carburetors in China and ordered a carburetor up. This was last week before. That turned up. Put a carburetor straight on it for, I think I paid £5 for a copy carburetor. Put it straight on, bang, sold. So maybe consider just putting a new carburetor on it. That might do you. Link is in the chat, people. Feel free. Yep, took it apart, and there wasn't a metal filter in there at all. So had a spare one, put it in, still pretty much the same. Well, the only reason it should be playing up if a carburetor is at fault is maybe the diaphragm's a bit slack. So as I say, if a customer is willing, just get a replacement carburetor for it and just try it. It's catch-22. I mean, you can get on for a fiver to about 12 quid, so it's not a lot of money. Maybe looking to doing that, see how you get on. All right, Al, put your hand up, mate. Lovely. How you doing, buddy?
Good, you?
Turn you up, mate. Yeah, doing well, mate. Yeah, doing.
Nice warm day it's been.
Oh, mate, it's been about 25, 26 down here.
I've started burning the
head. Just hear what's happening, Mick. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. Thank you, mate. Yeah. How you doing, Alan? You doing well?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just been messing around with a couple of free mowers today. I picked up a Mass Sport, a bit ropey though. I'm not going to make much on that really. That's not worth. It's not worth a lot of money really. So
Mass Sport,
you buy
with a Quantum on it.
Yeah, got a Quantum on. I had to change the carb because it weren't running, but it kept coughing and spluttering. And I cleaned it all out, and it was still trying to run on choke. And I thought I had a spare in the shed. I thought just change the carburetor.
Yeah. But, is it on the metal roller on the back?
No, it's just a four-wheeled one. It's a bit damaged. The deck's a bit damaged. I mean, when I went to buy it, I bought it off Facebook, so I only give 20 quid for it. But there's a little like a chunk missing at the bottom of the deck, and it's not worth messing around with. I've got it all running. I've changed the oil. I've put a good second-hand plug in it, and I've stuck it up for 30 quid. So I mean, I haven't made bugger all out of it really, but it's just
Well, you might have. I was talking to Pete earlier on today, and sometimes it's for me, it's not about making millions because you never will. No. Sometimes it's just about a bit of self-education. Some mowers bring up different issues, and not all mower fixes are all the same. So sometimes it can be more about just self-education, just trying to get things running right. I know.
Although, carry on.
Pete's had a problem with a chainsaw for about Sparky, touch your nose and touch your ear, please. Now touch your ear and touch your nose. No, ear. Pete's had a problem with a chainsaw coming from a customer was running bad. So he got it running, sent it back, and the same day it came back. It had been running fine for about 20 minutes, then cut out on him. And since then, he can't even get it to pop at all. And he's been sort of ringing me up, asking for advice and whatever. So I'll put another carb on it. For what it is, like I just said, a cheap carburetor, then nothing, So he banged a new carburetor on
it. Compression, isn't it? Ain't it got a gasket going leaking the compression out?
No, well, yeah, he had compression. But then the compression dropped. He did a wet test. Compression come back. He's had the pot and piston out. Not a lot of scoring at all, minimal, but it is an alley bore, so chances are it won't show a great deal. It's only got one piston ring instead of two, so I think it's a copy pot. I think someone's already been in, and we put it all back together and did a wet test on it, and it popped on a wet test. But since then, he's done nothing else. He can't get the bang again. So I just said, for what it is, out it. It's done. You can't continually flog a dead horse.
Well, you can spend the whole day you're just flogging a dead horse, aren't you?
You've got to get onto something that's going to make you a few quid, and if you're going to be just mucking about with the same saw, ain't worth doing. How you doing, Sparky?
Not so bad. Evening, everyone in the chat.
Oh, mate, you all right?
Yeah, just tired. It's been a long day. But Joe's not been 100% because of fits, because of the weather, because it's too hot, and it's just trying to cool the thing down. And my fan bugs everyone. It's on at the moment because it's too hot.
It ain't too hot. It's lovely. If you shut your eyes, I've got some geezer up here. He's about 28 years old. Thinks he's about 18. Bit of a yardie, and he got the old banging helter skelter at the moment in his garden. So I'm just gonna get the old white gloves out, close my eyes, and just imagine I'm in Magaluf or something.
Yeah, but I don't mind the weather. It's just the missus does because of her epilepsy. He's 26 in the house at the moment. So hello, Braveheart. Hello, Donald.
Is what it is, mate. Is what it is. You can't, at the end of the day, the weather has been absolutely fantastic. It's been beautiful.
I like it. I don't mind it. It's just a missus does. So guess what I got through the door the other day? Ian Matthews sticker there.
I could have sent it 1 year ago. I'd spares. Nicky Walsh says, Mick, why would my console run good with? Oh, I jumped. Run good with high jet fully open. Otherwise, it's too rich. Any suggestions? Oh. So it's running really well with a high jet fully open. That ain't right.
Mm.
That ain't right at all.
Somewhere getting in.
Yeah, could be. I'd be inclined to take both them jets right out and give that a good old clean up. Something's not right there. You shouldn't be running like that. Otherwise, it's too rich. Weird. I've not come across it before. Again, I'd maybe bang a cheap carburetor on it, Nick, and see what that comes back like. For what it costs, a cheap carburetor. I've just ordered another 8 from China. Just ordered another 8 carburetors up because they're so cheap. You can just get them, and it's good as that.
They come with diaphragms in, Mick.
Yeah. Or, I mean, only for trims. I think they're the 11 mil throat carbs, so they fit most 25, 75 cc trimmers, strimmers, hedge cutters, and whatever. They'll fit all of them. And you
still give it the same power, does it?
Yeah, you have obviously being a copy, you have got to tune it, and then once that carburetor's run in for about a week, it might pay to go back and give it another little tweak, you know.
Yeah.
But pretty much most of the time, I've never really had much of an issue with them. Put your camera down, Mr. Briggs. I can't quite see your face, buddy. Yeah, I can see you, mate. Cool. Let me come. You know, it's the price you pay. Don't forget, even the Zammers are now coming out of China. You know, you got a warehouse for Zammer, and you're being charged £80 a go, and you got a warehouse for copies being charged £8 a go. You know, it all depends what you want. But some people not with copies. I use them quite regularly. I've got no problem at all.
I've used a Quantum copy before, and they're really good. I wouldn't buy a Briggs one. They cost an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
If you want quality.
It's not about that. It's not about it, Mr. Briggs. I'm sorry, mate. I've got to disagree. You know, if you can buy a Quantum copy carburetor, I bought them, and they last years and years and years. They're absolutely no different. The only thing that's different about it is the weight. It's just the raw material. There's less of it. That's all it is.
I know. I'm picking on you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's each to their own. If a customer wants a genuine Briggs or Tecumseh or Honda part, they can have it. You know, that's not a problem. But when you tell them,
I personally think that's the best thing that ever happened with Tecumseh is aftermarket carburetors. I will say this: you hate Tecumseh, I hate Tecumseh carburetors. I got my Tecumseh Snow Boss 500 horse series, 5 horse, is ran for 27 years. Out of the 27 years, the aftermarket carburetor's been on there 20 years.
Yeah. It's whatever floats your boat. I've got no problem using copy parts. There's some things I won't use copy on, like your 3.5 classics. I try not to do copy gaskets. I try for what it costs, £4, £5 for a packet. Just do it. You get no issues. I've had so many come through here that are just absolutely hideous, or some that are good for like 3 weeks and then they buckle up. So
they screw up like a bit of paper, don't they?
Some do, some don't. So if you buy a proper one, you don't get the issue.
Modern Fuels don't help either.
No,
Modern Fuels choose them up.
Nikki Walsh says, Mick, I've been in and out of this thing loads. Okay. I was hoping to get a used item from a hire shop just to see if there's a difference. Yeah, definitely. I've not come across it before where you've got to really unscrew that jet so much. I don't know. I mean, I've had a few steels. I had one steel in last year, and I had to really tune that up just to get it to run. But it was an old dog. I did tell him I had to do it just to get. I mean, when he pulled it and got it fired, it was like quarter throttle already. But that's all I could do to get it running. It would not have it, so it could be on its way. I don't know. Dr. 30 is in the house. Yeah, I thought the new carb might be the way to go. I've changed seals. A new top end, bottom end after seizing. Okay. Yeah. Whack a new carb on it, mate. See what happens. Never had any luck with the knockoff Zammer carbs. I have. The only difference is, especially with the old Zammers on some of the still FS38s and up to 40, 45s. The only downside to it is they changed the throttle linkage, which made your throttle cable too short. That's the only issue. But you can work around it. You just have to cut the end of a throttle cable off slightly just to give you that extra 5 mil. But but that's what it's all about. It's about getting around these issues. Hi, Tina. How you doing? Nice to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. See you've
so
come on
what are you doing, Mr. Briggs, then? What are you doing? Anything good?
What's that?
I said, what are you doing? Anything good, Mr. Briggs?
Getting thrown out of Firestone.
Get
Brought the
out
car
there.
over. I got my the tire end off my car. Brought it over to get aligned. New struts, new brakes, calipers, new rotors, new everything. Then they go to line the car. They come out and said, you got a broken spring on the back. I said, show me the spring. And I said, well, you can see where you guys ran your torque wrench on the new shocks and hit it. So explain that to me. And then they said, well, $300 for one spring. I called them a few choice words and got thrown out of the building. I said, I can buy a set of Mog springs for $55 delivered to my door, free shipping. Why would I pay you $300? I can buy one locally for $25 brand new. Why are you charging me $175 for a spring and over $200 put in? Take 15 minutes to put in the spring. I could take Mickey's pinky there and go boing down on the control arm and stick that spring in there. They don't even bolt in a Chevy mail boot. They just set in place. They're on crack. I told them that. I told them to stop smoking meth and stop using crack. I said I'm gonna go online and look at Micks Mowers shiny chrome from all the heat. It's making it shine like a Christmas tree.
Don't you worry about me, sweetheart. Nothing wrong with me. Andrews Autos is saying, is that someone coming in the basement? Is that someone coming in there? Yeah. Oh, it's you. You can wait there for a minute. I've got something. You can come up. I've got something to tell you in a minute. Oh, let's make sure it's you first, not some dirty porn bloke. Give me the birdie, Phil. Good lad. Yeah, become. Right. So another one there as well. Ken as well. Oh yeah, I'll let you up in a minute, Ken. I'll make sure it's you first. So hi, gents. I've got a 1998 Hater 41 36R. Any suggestions on finding the parts other than eBay? I'm after the jockey assembly unit and tension pulley to get the old girl's auto drive up and running. All I'm going to say to you is, mate, it's going to be eBay. It's going to be eBay or the internet. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, you're just going to pay for prices through the roof. The one thing I will say with eBay is, rather than going to eBay and search it, go to the internet, Google, Firefox, whoever you use, go to your internet provider and then punch in the part you want and the part number, and then it may take you to eBay, but under a different listing. I have found that you can find different products. If you go straight onto eBay, it might list like the top 5 and then go to something else. But if you go straight to the internet and then onto eBay via one of the links, you might find what you're looking for at a better price. So try that. How you doing, Phil? Nice to see you, buddy.
Bonjour, monsieur. How are you doing?
Doing very well indeed.
Your twin brothers?
Screw fully in. Bloody hell. You got a problem, mate. I'll have a look at that carburetor, Nick. Have a look at that carburetor, mate. See what that does. Right, Ken, is that you? Because it ain't you. You can't come up here showing your Johnson. I know what happens on your streams, you dirty man. I know. Don't go give me all that. Right, to get on the stream, Ken, you got to turn around, pull your cacks down, and do a full moon, mate. Just so I know it's you. That's good enough for you. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. No, don't bend over. That's fine. Up you come.
You've gone live then to 16 million people, Ken.
I've just lost network.
Yes, Tina, we're doing very well. Thank you.
The
Scrap It
stream
Kev,
keeps on giving.
how you doing, Scrap It Kev? Nice to see you. Tim Palmer's in the house. Paul's in the house. Mr. Briggs done you. Another question here. Full of questions tonight, aren't we? Let's have a little look. Where are we here? Mick, I've got a Mountfield lawnmower with a Briggs 3.5, new gasket and diaphragm fitted. Will only start with starter fluid. Sometimes it snatches the cord. Flywheel key could help. Yes, definitely. If it's snatching the cord, your timing is out. I'm guessing it's a flathead. Very, very rare to have the valves gone, Em. So yeah, take your pull cord off, take your flywheel nut off. You can have a little look in the flywheel, but if it is snatching back, just change your key, because sometimes the key can just be faced, just touched, and it's out of time by hundredths of a foul. So yeah, take the flywheel off, mate, and change a key. You get a new keyway for about £4 or £5, and away you go. That should do you. So, Phil, did you get your letter?
Thank you, mate. Yeah, all arrived nice and safe. All put together. Thank you.
And?
Nah, don't worry.
Really?
I got a brand new carb on there, mate. Brand new carb. And it's exactly the same fault as you and I have been looking at. Now, I'm scratching my head. The only thing, in fact, I may well have, I might have texted you, I can't remember. I've been to bed since then.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it was. I answered you on the YouTube, on your latest YouTube, mate.
Yeah.
What about, I'm down there and thinking about the ignition coil. If I run through you the issue, and I know you know it, to the other guys. So this mower is a what is it, Nick? It's a RM55, isn't it?
RM55, which is a SV200.
SV200. I can't do both. Right. This mower will start first pull on choke, even on idle. First pull. Okay. It will then pop, fart, miss, squeeze, do next to bugger all. And you go to accelerate, go to obviously accelerate motor. It will literally die on me. Push it back to idle, it keeps on running. Yeah. After about 2 minutes, literally 1 or 2 minutes, the engine seems to pick up and then runs perfectly, and it will accelerate and deaccelerate perfectly. Help.
Well, all I can say to you is you've got to check that coil. Someone's got feedback.
Is that a float carb or a diaphragm carb?
Bowl style.
Float, and it's brand new, Ken.
He put a brand new carb on it. I tell you what we did to it. We did because Phil come down here. We kept social distancing as per. Phil sat over there. I sat over here, and he ate all my food and ate all my tea and coffee. Anyway, we did a new keyway because we were suspecting of timing. We did new keyway. We reset the valves, although the valves weren't a million miles out. So it's not keyway, it's not valves. We had a little fiddle with the slow running jet because Phil took the slow running jet out, used carb spray, the washers expanded. So I overhauled it here, but it wasn't brilliant. And I said, I'm not convinced that's going to work. So we did that. And we put new plug in because we thought the plug was a bit suspect as well. We did I think we adjusted the switch as well. I think it might be some problem with the switch.
Yeah.
So pretty much we went to A to B on everything. I got it running. You can start it on tick over and bring it up to full revs, and it is lovely. But then all of a sudden it was just pop muck about. And once you got it running nice, after about 2.5 minutes, it would then spit and muck about again, which tells me coil's getting hot. And after 2 or 3 minutes, once the coil's so hot, it's starting to break down. But it don't sound like electric to me. It sounds like a fuel issue. It really does. But
did you put an ignition tester on it to see if it dies with the spark when it does die?
It was so inconsistent, Ken. You couldn't really test it like that. The machine was so inconsistent. Sometimes you could run it for 2 or 3 minutes, and just when you think you got it, all of a sudden it would just cut out on you. Other times you couldn't get it started. It was really inconsistent, really badly inconsistent.
Yeah.
I'd keep an inline spark tester on it. Just keep it on it, and then play with it for an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to see if that spark is going out when you see the problem.
Mm.
Well, all I will say is if you can find another core for it, then do that. But you're into money. How much was your carburetor for that SV200?
£32.
You are aware that I think
it was.
What's that engine similar to? SV? Is that like what's it? Is it a derivative of like a British?
It's a Honda wannabe.
Okay.
You are aware. Let me just find this. Where are we here? Come down.
It doesn't have one of those little ignition boxes on it like a Honda, does it? Those little teeny capacitive ignition boxes?
No.
No.
Well, they've gone up in price now, but Garden Hire Spares just yesterday were selling SV carburetors for $10.
Yeah, well, I bought this brand new one, mate. I mean, it's I don't know. It was a lot of money.
Hey, it's not a torch plug in it, is it?
Sorry, Ken.
Not a torch plug in it, is it?
No, NGK BPRS. I mean, to be fair, when Phil first brought it round, he hadn't had any life out of it at all, and within about half an hour mucking about, we had it firing, and then we had it running, and 2 or 3 times we had it running nice. The only thing you can do, Phil, is just sort of bite the bullet and say, yeah, stuff it. I'll get a coil for it and do it. It's going to be one of them engines that you're either going to make money on it, but it will not be a lot of money, or you're going to be in the hole with it and you're just going to part it out.
Yeah, well, at the moment where I am, even with the coil, I'm still just about on the right side.
Yeah, well,
apart from time, obviously, time-wise, I'm way out. But
well,
hey.
I always say, for me, it's a labour of love, right? If you're enjoying something, then it's a labour of love. If you're charging a customer, it's so much pound an hour. But there are times when you say, if you work on something and it's taking a bit longer than it should, you just put it down as a labour of love.
Yeah, someone suggests I run the motor with it, because I also, when you and I were talking, went off and bought myself one of those Briggs and Stratton spark plug testers. Yeah, because obviously they were better than the other ones. Yeah. Someone suggested I put that in line.
Yeah, that's right. Put it in line
and see what's going on. Like, as you know, I mean, the engine would literally die on me.
Yeah.
When you got to accelerate, and you had to immediately push it back to idle.
But it wasn't like an electrical stall, was it? It was like a fuel stall, wasn't it?
Yeah. The only thing I haven't done, which I'm sure is not, but I've not checked the filter on the tank. But I'm getting fuel. I'm getting fuel mix. So
just take it out. They're an absolute fad. Just take them out.
Phil, did you try starter fluid when it died? Just a little bit of starter fluid in the carb, just to see if it would work.
No.
Rule out fuel.
No, I haven't.
Rule out fuel. If it dies, spray a little bit.
Well, the weird part, Ken, is after, as Mick was saying, the weird part on all of this is it will all of a sudden pick up the rev and rev beautifully. The engine is smooth, never misses a beat, but it takes that minute and a half, 2 minutes before it will suddenly go. I can't suss it.
I've got it here. Yeah, I've got it here. I've actually got Phil in action on my phone. Let me just make myself enlarged.
Steady.
That normally only happens on bath nights.
Man, look at that shine.
Right, hang on. Right, here we go. If you listen carefully. So it's spitting. Now run it down to idle. All the way down. Now bring it up slowly. Really, really strange.
Okay, look.
No. Better. Yeah,
it's just weird, guys. It's just weird.
Hello, Dusty Long. Hello, Snobby.
Hi, Doug. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Well, I mean, all I will say is you've either got to try it, like, in series with a spark plug, put a meter on it, try and test it, or just bite the bullet and get a coil. Pretty much everything else is is
Yeah, timing's good. The valves are good. New carb, good fuel.
But I've never seen coils though shit the bed and then now they're good. I don't usually it's the other way around. Degradation over time and heat.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure, you'd expect.
I never fuel if it's like that's usually fuel. You know,
it's weird. It's one of them weird
Did
ones.
you take the gas cap off? Check for vacuum plug?
Yeah. I've tried running with and without the gas cap. Yeah, I tried that this morning. Actually.
I would say when it starts to die, spray a little starter fluid in the carb and just see if it raises it right up. You know, meaning it's starving, meaning it's leaning.
You changed the spark plug, have you?
Yeah, initially it wouldn't even spark on my Briggs and Stratton tester, so we put a new plug in it. As I say, I think we even regapped the coil, and we did pretty much everything I normally do, and got it running, but only running to a degree and not reliable enough to sell.
This mower went out to the customer, starting first time, ran perfectly. They were happy with it, took it away. They tell me they used it twice, put it away, brought it back out the following morning, and it wouldn't start. Now it went to the customer perfect. No problems whatsoever. And I just, it's got me beat.
Well, they do that, mate. They do that. That's just what they do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like I say, sometimes you just gotta cut your losses. You know, you say, is it really worth me putting all this effort into it?
Yeah, sure. I understand that totally, mate. Totally.
You know, otherwise you're just gonna be up at night scratching your head. You know, you can't save them all. When if you're gonna go beyond economical repair, then sometimes it's best just to take the engine off, put another engine on it, stick a Honda on it, and just keep everyone's for bits. But as I say, I picked up an SV200 carburetor yesterday. I think I ordered two actually, tenner a piece. That was cheap. I just thought I'd tell you that, Phil.
What, new ones, mate?
Yeah, brand new. Yeah, brand new from Garden Hire Spares.
Oh wow,
Chinese.
They're now back up to 40 quid now. There's only on offer for a little while.
No, thanks.
Just want to tell you. Hi, Dusty. How you doing, honey? Nice to see you, baby. Hope you're doing well.
Nice to see you've got a community page, Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty's there. Dusty's in the old millionaires club. So I'll show you what I did today. Quite nice. I had a lawnmower coming. Let me get my old emails filed up. Let me do that first. Fire that up.
Nick, I was working on a trimmer this morning. I spent over an hour on a carburetor where I thought it was going to be running good. And after a while, I'm saying to myself, for $40, I can get a new carburetor. I just spent $50 of my time trying to screw around. So sometimes, you know, it's better to say when. You know?
Trouble is, Ken, this is bought and paid for by a customer.
Well, it might be able to give us cash back, but that's what it is. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, understand. You'll find another email for you, by the way.
Yeah, I've just seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get my one up.
Hello, Edward. Yeah.
Let me just fire these emails up. Where are we?
There you go. That's the interesting part for the day. Finally got out this afternoon and met some friends. First time.
There you go. So I knew you had some.
No, this leave it.
Let me show you what I've been working on whilst you're yakking.
Go on now.
It's nothing special. But this is exactly what I do. As you know, I don't ever look a gifted horse in the face. I'll go over to here. So that's what I was working on today. I got these in as a job lot.
Jeez.
What's up here?
That's dirty.
Isn't that lovely?
Well, the handles are on back.
I love the black mold.
Don't
you love that black mold that sits in the shed?
What's up here? It's a lovely little engine.
I need to shower.
It's like that black death if you leave it outside in a shed.
And there she is. There she is, all finished.
Bit of spit and polish, eh?
What's that, mouthfeel?
Yeah, Mountfield, yeah, little RV 140.
Yeah. Wow. I even know the names now. That's crazy.
Thank goodness for a greasy bit of rag, eh?
Hammerite.
Hammerite?
Hammerite. Black hammered hammerite. Repainted the deck.
Oh, right.
Full service. Well, not full, well, 3/4 service. So I'm bumping them out cheap. So that's
How come you didn't do the Jason Pate black hubcap?
How come what? How come
Jason Pate hot rod hubcap. The black treatment on the hubcaps.
That's because he's on crack.
Gets Jason like an extra $20 every mower.
Yeah.
The hot rod version.
So that's
Long
what I
Island
was
hot
doing.
rod edition.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You get a rough old mower and you can get them up. That's just you know.
Tenner. That
You
cost,
look at them.
I paid a
Yeah, you
tenner,
think.
tenner for 3 mowers, and I had a Mountfield 414 plastic deck that needed carburetor tune, carburetor clean. Mountfield, that one you just seen, and I've got a little Sovereign I've got to do tomorrow. Hi, Ali. How you doing? Nice to see you. But yeah, literally, you know, it took me about an hour to do that, and I just hit it with a jet wash, took all the paint off where I could, wire brushed it, and then left it out in the sun to dry, and then just give it 2 coats of Amorite. Done.
But with the motor in place, mate.
Say again.
With the motor in place.
No, I took the engine off. Yeah, took the engine off.
Okay.
Yeah. Took the engine off, mate.
No,
Oh,
you ain't Henry.
What's this complete set of balls for sale? Are you interested, Cocker? What's that all about?
Snobby's just done a video of he got a load of Briggs engines, bits and pieces, and he's melted them all down until someone told him just that the little 3/8 bolt on their own, they're about £5. brand new from Briggs. So I think he's having second thoughts on breaking them down.
Like it. Well done. Yeah.
Mick,
Okay.
I had a classic last weekend.
Yeah.
I brought her over mower. Brought off this woman.
Okay.
She says, "Oh, follow me. Stay in this garage." So I followed she drives down a couple of miles down the road. Opens this garage up, and it's all full of anyway, pulls this Rover mower in. Oh, yeah. Oh, it runs. Yeah. Just put some petrol in. I ain't got no petrol, but you know, you'll have to. Yeah, all right. So I'll get it home. Put the petrol in. Not start. No spark. I thought, oh, here we go. The coil had gone.
Okay. Yeah.
I got stitched up. I paid a bit too much money for it, but I was very, very lucky because the same day that happened, I actually looked on Facebook sales and there was an identical engine with a coil in it for £5. I thought, so I cannibalised the whole engine and for bits and stuff. I mean, everything else was all right, just a dirty carb, and it wanted a new coil, But
yeah,
I could help you out with a coil.
well, I'll send you some. I'll just send myself some emails of what else this other fella's got. Because this fella who I deal with, he's actually a scrap man, and he picked up some bits and pieces. Let me see if I can send myself some emails of this. Not that one. Let's send myself a good photograph. Yeah, that one there. Let's send that one. Let's do that one there, and let's do that one there. That one there. Let's share them to myself. You'll love these. You'll love these, Phil.
Go on, mate.
I'm seriously thinking about these. Let me just send them off to myself. So what have you sent me then?
Hey, I sent you the nearly completed rotavator Briggs and Stratton 3 HP. I've just about finished. Remember that old thing I showed you? Little tiny 3 HP. It sparks, it runs. I've only got, every time I come in here, guys, I've always got a question, as you know. Well, that's not a problem.
The idea is we're here to try and help each other out.
Exactly, yeah. And I can't work out where the governor spring goes.
All right, well.
This motor is 1979.
I wasn't born then.
Well, I thought he was.
Okay, let's have a look then.
Can you have a look in there? That's the carb, right? So if you can see that arm, that comes from the governor. The governor on this motor works on a fan, on a literally, it's a piece of sheet metal that it moves around by the rotor. So
Yeah.
you see the top left there, where Mick's got his pointer. That's the governor arm. Okay, onto the throttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Underneath it,
Yeah.
is the spring. Okay. That also fits onto that same arm on the right hand side there. You can't see. Fits onto the same arm. Yeah. But this lever that the spring's fitted to does nothing. It flaps about in the wind.
Okay.
Now,
What's this?
The throttle
What's that down
cable
there,
goes
Bill?
in there.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a good picture, Mick. Bottom left-hand side, you can just make
The
out.
one on the bottom, Phil, that bell crank on the bottom, the one you're pointing to right now, that L-shaped bell crank, that looks like it goes to the choke linkage because the rod goes over to the choke, doesn't it? Isn't that for the choke actuation?
Sorry, Cal, I'm not in control.
That L-shaped lever, not the one with the spring on the back of it.
Yeah, the lever the spring goes that's being pointed to. Yeah, I think the throttle cable clips into there. Yeah, on the very left-hand side, you'll
the
just
piece
see.
you're pointing at right now looks like it's the bell crank for the choke.
That's I think that's the throttle cable. The choke itself is you can't see it. It's on the far left-hand side. You pull it out. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's pull-out choke. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, you got it there? Yeah.
It's a pulse jet carburetor.
Yeah. So the choke is on the far left there, underneath that high sign thingy there. That pulls out, right? There. That's where
like a plunger. Like a plunger.
There you go. That pulls in and out. That's your choke.
Okay, you got the long arm coming from the bottom of the engine up and down on a bell crank for the governor, right?
Sorry, the governor is that arm you can see that before there. That actually connects to that piece of sheet metal that backwards and forwards. Yeah, it's a 1974 motor, by the way. Now this engine, now I've got it all together, actually runs. Yeah, but I can't work out where that spring goes.
Well, the best thing I can say to you is
that one there, that spring.
That spring there. To me, it looks like there's a bit more wear here, which gives me evidence to say
where the throttle cable goes, Mick.
I don't know. There's evidence there to say it goes up there.
Yeah.
Are we 100% certain that linkage is correct and doesn't come over here?
Yes.
Where's the stop for that? Is that the stop there?
Yes. Because the screw in there, that bolt for the screw, I don't believe is the correct one. It's too short.
It doesn't look like it.
No, it's too short, mate. But this little motor runs sweet as a nut.
Well,
I finished it.
What I would say is I would say put it on the vintage Lawnmowers Facebook group, Phil.
Yeah.
Same photographs and ask the same question. Someone on there will definitely know.
Yeah, because that's a nice little motor, and that came off of a rotavator that was left outside for probably the last 15 years.
Blimey.
But that now runs. Down, of course, to my technical skills.
Leave
it. Yeah, right, okay then.
What, a hammer and screwdriver?
Yeah.
But it does run. It runs lovely. So that's 2 questions tonight.
Off you go, then. Off you go, then. See you later.
See you later.
I'm going to go dumped again, ain't I? I'm going to get dumped.
Hiya, Crypto. How you doing, hon? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, Crypto.
Edward Thomas also in the house. Who else we got? Ralph's in the house. Stinker's in the house. Yes, the lever does have to be mounted somehow, possibly. It's always difficult when you're dealing with other bits. I don't know if I can email myself a little video over to show you a video I've got. I don't know if it do it on StreamYard. I've never even tried it. Let me try that. Where are we?
Hello, Scrappy Man.
It'll be that video there. Let me see if that'll share. It may not. It may be too big. Yeah, it's going to be too big, isn't it? Oh, no, it might not be. Exceeds limit, yeah. Exceeds limit. Well, hopefully you'll get it. Mick, my phone is on silent. Why is your phone on silent, then?
Because of last week. I didn't want to get you
right.
copyright.
It happens. I'm not worried. It happens. It happens, mate. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Can't always odds it. The spring should hook up on the air vane behind the blower, possibly.
Yes, it does.
There's nothing saying there's actually the right bloody spring for it either, Phil. That's the issue.
Yeah, it was on there when I got the. That means nothing, I know, but that was on there when I got hold of it all. That's where it was.
To me, that spring. Let me just have a quick look at it again. That spring looks awfully big.
Best thing to look on eBay, that sort of engine on eBay, and find what spring goes on it.
Yeah, I must admit, I've been down. I've spent hours looking down at YouTube and eBay. There doesn't seem to be anybody giving real details of it all.
There's nothing more annoying. You look at a YouTube video and you're itching to look what's round there, and they don't show it on the camera.
Yeah,
straight.
Show everything but.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That millimetre, just that millimetre. Move the camera a millimetre. I can see that there.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
So this is
Straight,
what,
innit?
that fella that bought those mowers in today, he said, do you do cylinder mowers and rotavators? I said, well, I'll have a look at them. He said, well, what do you think of these? He sent me some photographs, and these are possibly going cheap.
Wow.
That's nice, isn't it?
Well,
Isn't that lovely?
It's nice, whatever it is, mate.
Oh, right. That's,
Oh, not the dreaded roller again.
It's got a Villiers on it. He said it's a Ransome. It could be. It don't look like that. There is a Ransome sticker. But
is that an ambassador?
Yeah, it could very well be. But the sticker, I think that's a Ransome sticker there. I think. That looks like a Ransome box to me. If it is, I might have it off of him. But this is a kickstart version. 36 inches with a kickstart.
Got a nice tidy front roller on it, though. Nice metal one.
Yeah, not wood though. That's the main thing.
You don't
want a wooden roller.
I'm hoping to get that. I'm hoping to get that for about 30 quid. Which is nice. And then you got that as well.
Rotator.
Isn't that lovely?
That's nice.
I like the wheel.
It's Ransome's, isn't it?
No, it's a. I'll tell you what it is. It's a. I'll tell you. Where's the photographs? The better photographs of it. It's actually got a name on it. It's a Simmer. A Simmer. SIMAR.
Is that American, Mick, or UK?
I think it's UK, babe.
It's not American.
Is that the old handle start?
6.5% oil, Castrol. Well, it's American because it's got a Villiers engine on it as well.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say one of those four. Yeah,
it's nice.
That's tidy.
That also may be going for 30 quid.
Wow.
Is that a crank handle
Make
start?
money on that, Nick.
You can crank it, or you just you can put a bit of rope round it. It's missing the top cover to the air vent. It's missing the top piece, and the problem is, like I said to him, although he's sat on a bit of a gold mine there, if it ain't complete, you're gonna struggle to get bits for it.
Yeah.
Very similar looking to a Howard rotavator, isn't it? In some ways.
In some ways, it is.
If you're good with sheet metal, then you can make a top for that thing anyway. If you're good with sheet metal.
Yeah, Mick, I can flog you a Howard 350, mate.
Yeah, lovely.
That runs.
You can get Ian, you know what I mean? Lord Ian, to make you a top for that. He'll do one. He's good at metal work.
Well, we'll have a look. You know, you never know. If I can get it for cheap, then I might look into it. But at the moment, I've got enough on my own plate. I've got my Briggs and Stratton 3 horsepower Villiers Ransome. I've got my Sloper Ransome, and I've got my Suffolk Super Punch at the moment. And you know, it's how far do you go before you say enough?
Speaking of crazy people, Pattern Performance is just entered the house.
Just popped in.
Yep, just entered the house. Pattern Performance.
What's Stinky saying? The lever has been mounted to the body in the same way. Which lever is that, Stinky? Funny enough, I just see there, I've just ordered the Briggs and Stratton repair manual. I found one on eBay.
Yeah, worth having. You can download them.
Yeah.
I got to go refill. Mick, I'll be back in a second.
Look what I've got here, Mick. I'll just dig this out because I'm in the same room as it is. Look at this. Have you seen this whole thing? The screen's going on. This.
You're not going to show me something rude, are you?
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly, lad. Yeah.
I know it's bath night. That's Martin Butler on the front of that, isn't it?
Looks like it, doesn't it? Atco, fly mode, Gringe. I've never heard of a Gringe mower. That's well old, that is.
Ginge? That's a ginger.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but you know.
Well, I think back in the 1970s, they did do lawnmowers for people with ginger hair because you know they were sort of like segregated.
Well, that's actually showing Victor there on the picture.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, that's well old. That is. I never use it anymore, but you know, I'll just stick it in the cupboard and
stick it in the cupboard and hope it's worth millions in about 10 years' time.
Yeah, dodgy old hairstyles, you know, the 70s, you know.
There are still.
Look at the hairstyles on here at the moment. It'd be a waste of time.
Hey,
Wow.
That's the one, Ken. That's the one I want, mate.
what is it? Page 25? Is that what he said?
That's the one. Hey.
Page 26, I think he said.
25.
Let's see.
Oh, dear. 26, yeah, 26.
26 is starter. Wait a minute. 26 of carburation. Hold on.
John,
here's 26.
Picture as well, Mick.
Yeah, I'm already on it. I'm just trying to get hold of it. Do you know what it is, Phil? It ain't easy trying to run the stream and going to emails and sharing screens. I was trying to keep everyone else busy. Just bear with me, sweetheart.
Oi, stop having a female moment. Yeah.
Hang on, Ken. Bear with me, Ken. I'm doing this. Hang on, bear with me. I'm somewhere else.
All right.
Wow.
Poor old Mick's on a mission tonight, by the look of it.
I'm on a mission every night.
Yeah, I reckon.
Wow.
Ken is different than mine, mate.
Yeah, slightly different, that one.
Yeah.
No, this isn't
that's
Ken.
not
This is somebody else.
Well, there's another picture I saw.
Might have something in that
This is
manual.
another
Actually,
picture
what
in
I've
there.
got. Let's have a look. What was it? Geez, stuff at Victor. Hang on, I'll tell you what. Let's have a look on
Yeah,
here. This
that
might
looks
actually have
similar,
what you were looking for.
Different. There's not 3 holes in that floppy lever.
Hang on.
Show.
Hang on, I'm coming. Hang on.
Why,
I'm back.
really?
Right, what you got, Ken?
Hang on, mate. There's Ken. There he is. Ken. Is he going to do it? Yeah.
You got that thing there. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's a couple pictures of it here. Hold on.
Let's have a look, mate. Have a look. That stop switch insulator plate. That was a bugger to sort out.
That's the one, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Where's the spring though on the no? So I reckon the speed limiter is like a throttle. But there's a difference. Yeah, Ken, it's so close, but it's different.
Well, wait, there's some more pictures. Let's see what else I got.
All right, mate. All right.
Benedict White.
This book is old. This book is from like 1980.
I think
Keep
my
it clean,
mug,
Ken.
I think my
He called
mug
it just
is a 79.
It says a just choke link. Does that do anything for you?
Right, no, that's linked there.
It's
Right,
doing
you
it-
can
it's
see.
doing it- it's
That's
doing
a
it
man.
for me,
That's a
Ken.
manual. How does that work then?
It's doing it for me, Ken. This is what I call real engine porn. Ken, show me figure B again.
Picture on the bottom.
Ken,
Look at the picture on the bottom here.
Oh, look at that.
That's closer to it. Oh, you lot. Wait a minute. We're doing technical stuff here.
Give us 5
Where's
minutes,
the
will you?
springs up
Leave it
there?
there.
What are you doing, guys? Leave it. That's close to it, Ken. Just behave yourself, for God's sake.
Yeah. It shows that link on top, but it doesn't really show too much about the other belt crank.
Here we go again. Gone again. Here we go. I'm gonna get.
Wait a minute. This one has a spring in it. This middle diagram shows a spring.
Show me.
It's that.
That one
spring
shows
there,
a spring.
mate.
See the spring?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh,
But that's
It's
entirely
on the air vein to where the link goes to the.
Yeah, because it works on the air vein. You're quite right, Ken. It works on the air vein, mate. But the
That shows a bar going
very
to the
different.
piece. Yeah. So I don't know.
That spring is entirely different to the one I've got. Well, I think Mick, you can probably see the spring I've got, which is like long one end, short the other, with a small coil in the middle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It makes.
Well, that's
perfect
usually the
sense to me.
type that goes alongside the throttle rod to keep it from hunting.
Yeah,
That's usually the one that goes along.
The point of the spring, isn't it? Is to take the bounce out of it all, isn't it? Yeah.
Sharp
keep
Scrapper
flopping.
says, "I can't believe I stumbled upon an engine porn site."
Hang on,
That's what I
hang on, we've got more here. Hang on.
Is what a Ginge lawnmower looks like.
It's a ginger mower.
It's a ginger mower with the Aspira engine on it.
Oh
To
God,
be
we're
fair-
going to go here, aren't we?
If that's a
Look how old
ginger
that
mower,
is.
why do you put wheels on it?
Exactly. You know.
Hi, David. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you.
Anyway,
Little
bit of a
drum
giggle.
kit. No, he hasn't, David. He has not got a drum kit set. He's been watching. Riley Boy's been watching this thing on YouTube. It's a Chinese site, and they play drums against an arcade machine, and he wants one of them. He's not having one. He's not having one of them. No
Go
chance.
on, buy him one, Mick. Go on.
It's not happening. My mic's about to fall off. It's not happening. I'm telling you.
The noisier the better. The noisier the better.
It can't handle all the engine porn. That's what it is.
Around your house.
Hey, I do how many live streams? It says Ken Small Engine live stream. We talk about everything but engines.
Yeah. To be fair, to be fair, Ken.
The object of the whole thing. Ken's mower stream, not talking about mowers. Hang on a second. There's a bit of a theme going in here.
Yeah, but the problem is with Ken.
To be fair with you, Ken, I have watched one of your streams recently, and that's not all you show on your streams.
No, it's not. No.
Circumstances beyond my control. Now
Yeah,
they're
I
in
must
my
admit,
control.
Ken, I was there the other day, and it all kicked off, and I come straight out, mate. Scoop.
Oh yeah.
Scoop. Leave it now. Leave it there. Right.
Hey,
funny-
for those that didn't know
the
anything about the birds and the bees, you do now.
The funny thing is, the funny thing is to it, right, is that he got bombed, right, and then he made the biggest mistake and pushed himself out of the chat. It was like he was gone. And this bloke was like, yeah, you cunt."
I left
And
the
then-
lunatic for all you people to enjoy.
Hang on. And then he shut the stream down, opened a new one, did an apology, and then put the same bloke back up.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Absolutely funny as anything it was.
It was
Oh,
absolutely
At least my
gold.
streams are exciting. Okay?
It's the way it goes, mate. We've all been there. I picked up 2 Kawasaki generators yesterday. None of them start. Any help where to start Kawasaki? Well, I mean, you got to start at the basics. You got to have compression. You got to have spark. You got to have fuel. Get them 3 things sorted, and then you can go from there. But you just got to a bit like when you come over to mine, Phil. You know, you said you've done this, I've done that. I'm not interested. I'm doing how I do it. You got to start from scratch and
absolutely
work
right, mate. Yeah. And yeah, as I said to you the other day, info coming out
in those.
Whereas I see Sticky just been working on the same motor.
What, yours?
Yeah. Just worked on.
I got a couple tips on it.
McLean Edger. Oh, it's on the comments, mate.
I'm going to go, Mick. I'll let someone else in for you, mate. I'll have a nice evening, everyone.
Cheers, mate.
Take it easy, matey. Jason Oliver just said, "Hi, Mick. I was so close to winning your deck scraper last week." That is the I've got one here somewhere. Where did I put that? I have a spare one somewhere. Where's it gone?
Hey, no one was closer than me, mate. I was second, for Christ's sake.
Well, Jason, as you mentioned it, I got a spare brand new one here, mate. If you email me your address, I'll send it over to you, buddy. How's that sound for you?
Hang on a minute, I was second.
Whoa. Phil. He just mentioned it first. So there are, Jason. If you email me up, mate, I will send you
first come, first serve.
That's it.
That's what it is. I try to be as fair as I can.
I'm in tears.
Email me up and I'll well, that's what it is. I'll try and send you one over. Here comes Mrs. P. She's come down the shed to come and see me. Conker, I just worked on the same engine with that carb setup. I wish I could send some pictures for it though. Okay, well maybe you can. That'd be cool.
Well, if Sticky can help,
Mrs. P's trying to be silent, people, but I'm not going to let her. There she is. There she is. Hello, Mrs. P.
Hello, darling.
Hey, hi, Mrs. P.
And Mrs. P.
Hey, nice to see your clothes on, lovey.
I can't show you the bottom part. She's got no trousers on.
She makes a nice
brains
She makes a nice cup of coffee.
Pick that up. What's on the floor down there? Bend over and pick that up. Oh, bath night tonight.
You wish.
Jason, if you email me up, you can have that. There you go. And also, I did ask Ridgeware. He didn't email me up. So what I'm going to do is, if you bear with me, I am.
Hello, Grandad's workshop.
Down here. I'm going to write a number down. And the number is going to be between 1, I haven't got any else, 37. The number's going to be between 1 and 500. Let me make sure you can't see this yet, right? The number's going to be... Right, there's my number. I've written my number down.
All I want was a piss and scraper.
You'll get a piss and scraper in a minute, I tell you.
Get dropped in the basement.
I know. I'm used to it down there, mate. I'll tell you. I got mates down there, for God's sake. Been there for 3 years.
I've written a number down, and the number is between 1 and 500. The first person to guess 1 between 500 wins a set of carburetor tuners. As you all know, Bruce Pender won the competition, which was fair. Thank you, Ken, for starting that little game off. He's already, Ken. Cheers for that.
And who was second, Ken?
Bloody emails I got from that. Yeah, fix my ass. The first person to get the right number gets a set of carburetor tuners, mainly for two-strokers, right? So, if you work on engines, that's fine. I'll let it roll throughout. I've got the number written down here. And the first person to get it right, I will post off those because Bruce said he's already got a set. And
I'll go first. I'll go first, can I?
No, you got to type it in the chat, Phil.
I can't do it. It won't bloody work, will it?
Then you're out, buddy boy.
501.
Did you just say 501, Phil?
Yeah.
He should get that just for not following instructions.
Phil, you just won yourself a scraper. There you go. Get that one.
Field tested too.
I bet it's bloody second hand anyway.
So that one was. So I'll keep an eye on the chat where I can. Hopefully, I won't miss it because it's what it is. But anyway, there you go. I'm giving them away. That's what I'm like. So Jason, as long as you email that, Jason, that's yours. Okay. And those carburetor tuners, if anyone wants them, feel free. Okay. I'll keep a chat on. I'll keep an eye on that old chat as best I can. That's cool. That's all now got you going, isn't it?
I can't write on my chat, Mick.
Why not?
Well, it just
Have you got a mobile phone? Have you got a mobile phone, Phil?
somewhere, yeah.
Well, there you go. If you use,
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
phone, if you go onto YouTube and go onto Micks Mowers,
Oh, here we bloody go.
Yep.
YouTube. I got one on how to make curry sauce. Is that any good? How to make curry sauce? Does that work?
It's like teaching my wife how to run a VCR.
Yeah. Let me get my pop out. Get my pop out chat because that'd be better for this.
Does it come under music?
No one likes you, Phil. Do you know that, don't you?
I know. I don't mind.
All right, here we go. Let me check these numbers. Oh, that was close. That was quite close. That was very close.
How do you do it?
We're going to YouTube, going to Micks Mowers, which you should be subscribed to. I mean, go to his. Yeah, just click on the live stream that you're on now. Click on that live stream.
Where? Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. Click on that, and now push pause.
Oh yeah.
Where? Push pause. You cut the video.
Where? Hang on. Where?
Hey, next week we teach Phil nuclear fusion.
Oh,
There, I've done it. Send it.
Yeah, that's wrong, Phil.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go. I'm keeping an eye on that
You're
now.
still outside the range, though, but here you go, Phil. You get a gold star.
Oh well. I
So
got
there
a
you go.
second hand.
Phil, next week, Phil, how to tie your shoes. All right.
Some of you
Well,
guys are
what
quite
about-
close. Actually. Some of you guys are quite close. I've got room for space of you for one in the panel. Someone else wants to come on up. Feel free. My little Josh boss is just walking past. So he's been down the beach. Look, he looks like an absolute lobster. Look at the state of him. Look. Now, let me bring him around so you can see him. He's been working out down the gym as Josh. There's Josh. Say hi, Josh. There he is. Look, absolutely red as a rooster. He is.
Hi,
Wait,
Josh.
let's see a bird.
Getting ready for the lady.
No, he's just come back. Just come back from seeing his bird hot spec. Let me ask him. Josh, you been to go see your bird? He hasn't got a bird apparently, right? But apparently,
Did you get me?
she come pick him up, right? She give him presents during lockdown, right? But they ain't together. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Hey, don't worry, Josh. We've all been there. We got the T-shirt.
I keep telling everyone's been there, but he's not interested in that either. Let me just check these numbers quickly. I don't want to miss it. If I miss it, I'm going to get hung. Oh,
Did you get mine?
Right. Yeah, you're out of it.
Oh shit!
Come on, Conker. Yeah. Oh, that was really close.
I would assume it's in the 400s based on the way he's
God,
talking.
Stinky, you must help me out, man.
Well, you would assume wrong, Ken, wouldn't
Ooh.
Ooh.
you? But then again, am I lying?
Could be.
Just checking his numbers. I don't want to get hung. You know what people are like. Mick had a lot of fun for a short time I was here. Take it easy, Shark. No worries, mate. Take it easy.
Later, Shark.
See you later, Shark Scrapper.
I don't think anyone else has won it as of yet. So I'll keep an eye on that. Close. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to get on and do this this Villiers this week. get that bashed out, get this carburetor fitted, and go for it. Do you see my new carburetor, Phil?
Yeah, or just if you put it on.
Philip, play attention.
I am listening. I got the wife here.
Yes, I'm just,
My new carburetor, Phil.
I'm just asking him about tea. That's all.
You look pretty. You look pretty. Let's check you out. Where you going? Hey, where you going? Down the pub?
Huh?
Taking the dog
Going
for a
down the
walk.
pub? Oh yeah, she's all dolled up. All dolled up to the nines. Only taking a dog for a walk.
Stop perving.
All dolled up. Take a dog for a walk. She's going down the pub, mate.
I tell you what, mate, she's a lucky lady.
Yeah, I bet she is. Yeah, I bet she's. Yeah, I bet she loves every minute she's with you.
I bet.
You was only in my shed for an hour. Done me out my box. Just checking his numbers. Just checking his numbers. I don't want to miss it. 1,500.
For Christ's sake.
Yeah. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was really close.
No, 200 left. Yeah.
Right. Paul says 625. 400s, 89s.
I don't think he's taking it very seriously.
I don't think anyone is. We've got someone else on the panel just wants to come on up. Off down the pub, yeah. 400s, 332s, 499s, 468.
Why
Someone
are we
with some banging
watching
music.
Timmy talking about numbers?
I don't know.
Stinky, send me your carb setup, mate, please.
I don't think no one's got it yet. Oh, that was close. All right, no one's got it yet. Who we got down there? Someone got someone else down there. Oh my lord! When
Hey,
did that
Phil, I
happen?
told him if Sticky sends it to my email, I'll post it on my chat tomorrow.
Okay, so there's a. All I'm saying is there's a queue. I didn't know you lot were down there. So Doug, you can come on up first, mate. Sorry, Doug. Didn't know you was down there, buddy. How you doing, Doug?
That's all right.
Hi, Doug.
Doing great, man. How about yourself? How y'all
doing? Really
doing?
well, you know what it's like when you're trying to run a free giveaway. All of a sudden, no one wants to know about the chat, just apart from numbers. No one's saying hi to anyone else. They just, I want that free gift. It's free. Give it me.
The free gift today, guys, is a paint stripper.
Keep going, people. It's a lovely set of carburetor tuners for two-strokers. Keep going, people. If you don't get it in the next sort of 5 minutes, I'll give you a bit more of a clue as to where it is. All right. I sent a link diagram to Mick Conker.
Brilliant, mate.
Well, you sent it to me, or you sent it to Conker? Hang on.
Sent it to you, mate. Thanks, Stinky. Cheers.
I sent the link diagram to Mick Conker. Right, that'd be 50 quid then.
Take it off what you owe me, mate.
Oh, you got no idea how close that was.
I live on the edge, boy. I live on the edge.
Hang on. That jump. Hang on, Phil. I've got to come back to that. Hang on. 1 3 4 3 4 3 3 3 4 8 8 3 3 3 2 2 2 9 9. And I don't want to. If I balls this up, they're going to hang me.
Hey, Sparky, how do you manage to get on there?
Because I've got dual screen. I've got two screens.
One.
Yeah, two screens on my computer.
Oh my
So
lord!
what is it?
That's me.
What is it you said? What is it you said? You said, Phil, you live what?
Pardon?
You said you live where?
Where do I live?
No, you said you live. You live what?
What?
Did you say you live on the edge or something? You said.
Yeah, I live on the edge, mate.
Oh, no, you do. Goodbye. So,
Brilliant.
You nearly caught me giving him the bird then. You know that, don't you?
Grandad's Workshop's also in the old hunt for this. So we're getting there, people. We're getting there. Numbers are going through. Numbers are going through. Everyone is tapping away, tapping away, tapping away. You only come here for a free gift, you lot.
Can we have more than one go, mate?
Yeah, knock yourself out. Have whatever you like.
Here we go. I'll give you another go.
Oh yeah, look forward to that.
Hang on. What's it? Where are you? YouTube, aren't you?
I just missed the winning number. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
While you're doing that, Phil,
What's that, mate?
I need to ask Mick, Ken, and Tecumseh carburetor, 6.5 horse.
Fry in the bin.
The little black dots in the side of the carburetor, right where the adjustment screw used to be.
Yep.
Can you pop that out?
What is it you're after, Doug? Say again.
Sorry, Doug. I've just sent Mick and my last choice.
What is it you're saying, Doug? Say it again, Doug.
Doug, you there?
He's gone sideways.
Doug,
You know right where the
Adjustment screw,
adjustment
Doug?
screw
Which
used
one,
to
the
be for the
one
fuel air mixture screw?
Yes.
Well,
On the side.
Yeah, the one that you used to put a plug in there.
The one right up above the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a black
Well,
plug on.
there's a
white
black
plug.
plastic piece in there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
can you pop them out?
Yeah, it should
And
come
there's
out.
Yeah, if it's the cap, it'll pop off. Yeah, it's a cap. It'll pop off, and then you can take the screw out and clean it.
Okay. I didn't know you could pop them out.
Yeah, pop it out, Doug.
Yeah, I usually don't put them back on. That way I forget.
Oh, so there is a screw behind that?
Yes.
Should be a flathead screw, a regular flat screw.
You might have to get a little
They
lighter,
don't-
Doug.
That
Okay,
one
because there
doesn't
used to be
adjust
adjustment
there.
screw.
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah, but that
Okay.
one doesn't adjust.
I didn't.
You might have to.
Oh,
put
okay.
I
It
don't
doesn't.
bleed. Take it out, clean it.
Okay.
You might have to put a little bit of heat on it, Doug. A little lighter or something, just to loosen it up a touch.
Uh-huh.
And just try that. I'm just
I
going to
usually just go in there with a dental pick and pry it right off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that screw that's in there, Doug, it's a little brass screw, and it doesn't adjust.
Okay.
It's either all the way in or not. You have to make sure it's tight because that's the idle air bleed
Okay.
chamber in there.
Okay. Because I
You can
cleaned that
take
carburetor
it out, Doug.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Do what,
take
Ken?
that little brass screw out, put a carb cleaner in it, and blow it out.
Okay. All right.
Am I a bit behind this
That's
here?
the idle air bleed that makes it hunt.
I'm really behind. These people are guessing numbers. I'm trying to keep up here.
You get
Someone
my
probably
second
already got
guess,
it. Make
Mick.
it
I sent you a second guess as well. It's not on there.
Yeah, I see that. I just ignored it. Okay, well, we're not getting a moment. Okay, so the number is between 300 and 400. The number is in there. I haven't seen the number yet,
I'm
so
back now.
forgive me if I have missed it, but I haven't seen it yet. I am being really. Oh, look at them go now! Look at them on the old keyboards now. Look.
Oh, bless.
I like Theo's guess.
Oh, Lord.
We haven't got
Problem
anything.
the problem is that the chat the chat jumps. That's the problem.
Hang on.
Can you not come and just do it a minute?
Sort something out, mate. 2 secs.
Yeah,
I'll
no
come
worries,
out.
yeah,
I'll come
no
back in, mate. I'll come out and come back in.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, Mick, tell everyone to
Yeah,
stop for 1 minute so you can scroll back.
No, the first person I see it is going to win it because otherwise it's going to it's going to be mad. It's getting there. I can't read that comment for a minute, Andrew. I'll come back to that in a bit. Been watching your videos, a great knowledge. Keep it, I missed that. It's gone.
Where'd Doug go?
Yeah, Doug does that sometimes. I've got someone down there. I've got down there. Slow down, people. Oh, you were close. You were really close. Really close. If I miss it, I miss it, right? It's going to be the first one I see.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
No.
It's going so fast, you wouldn't even believe. Oh, that's close. You lot are greedy. Up there. Who's down there? I don't take my eye off it. I tell you, who's down there? Scott. Yeah, I'm coming, Scott. I'll become Scott. I've got to try and keep an eye on this. This is going bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close. Boom, we have a winner.
A bit crazy.
Stop. We have a winner. Stop. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. So let me just find that winner. God, that was wicked. Where did you go?
Theo just listed a load there.
Right, I got the winner. And the number is, and I hope this is the first person I've seen it, the number is 382. And that saves me on postage because it's Jason Oliver who won the scraper, has now also won the carburetor set as well. There you go. Rick. There you go. Now, to the best of my knowledge, and I mean to the best of my knowledge, I think he was the first person. Okay, I did not see it anywhere else, but the chat was moving so quick it wasn't even funny. So if you can prove that you got 382, then that's fine. But if not, Jason, you've won the scraper and the carburetor set. Send me your email address, or you'll send me an email via all that sort of stuff. Well done, Mick. Well done. Have I missed much? No, yeah, just a little bit. 382, Grandad. Yeah, you're about a day behind.
Nick, can he trade in those two prizes for what's behind door number 3?
No. So there's my email there, Jason. Feel free to email me up, mate. Just send me an email, send me your address and what have you, and away you go. I'm pretty sure no one else got it. I was watching. No one's saying, "Oi, I did that." As of yet, and if they do say, "Oi, I did that," then I see Edward Thomas coming just afterwards. Yeah. Then if anyone can prove it, then it goes somewhere else. But at the moment, it's down to you, Jason. Congratulations. Save on the packaging fees. Exactly that. It wasn't rigged.
We've been in a lockdown, but I'm still waiting for a key ring and calendar. But that's the story.
I'm still waiting for a key ring from about 6 months ago. That's all right.
To be perfectly fair, Sparky, there's not much point in having a 2020 calendar. To be fair,
it's not for me. It's for the missus. It's for the missus. She wanted it.
I'll send it for you. I'll just send you the June one. The June one's got the best picture on it.
Yeah, we know what that one is. Yeah.
I am getting there, people. But as you can appreciate, I am on my Todd here.
I'm pulling your chain.
It's quite a lot of work to get all this stuff out and all the rest.
One man and his dog. Yes, one man and his dog. You know what I mean? I understand.
You got to bear in mind, I am doing 2 to 3 videos a week and a live stream, plus all the editing, plus emails, plus the service and repair work, buying and selling. It don't leave a lot of time on the day. You know what I mean?
I know.
I'm trying to go to work at the same time.
Yeah. You're right, Scotty. Then what have you been up to?
Well, this week, Tuesday, I was helping sort a quantum engine out that was leaking fuel. It was proper stinking. So I had to do that. And today I've got a free mower that I found on the side of the road, which was pretty cool.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. It didn't have an Atco clutch plate on it, did it?
Unfortunately not now. I have been given a website to check out that apparently stock quite a lot of old stuff. So
yeah, Scott, you still got a yellow bulb you need to get sorted.
Did you go on to Facebook Vintage Mowers?
Yeah, that's where I've asked. That's where
any replies?
Yeah, I've got someone that recommended a company that deal with like vintage mowers.
The lawnmower company, Villiers, Marquess.
I can't remember. The Lawnmower Centre, I think it's called.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you'll get it, mate. Eventually, they do turn up. Eventually, mate. It's just exactly. Keeping yourself. I mean, look at me. Who's that down there? There he is. He's got his hair all done for me. Jace, can you just move your head side to side, mate? Because it's a bit of just like looks like a picture. Good lad, thank you, buddy. I don't want to get porn bombed like on Ken's stream. I know he likes that sort of thing.
I thought you liked that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He was holding
I mean,
your favorite tool.
if you keep your eyes out, though, Scotty, I managed to obtain a nice exhaust for my Villiers. Although it's not the right one. This is a reproduction, but it will do. I picked up a nice 3791 to 1 carburetor vintage with a throttle cable as well, which is cool. And I also picked up a nice fuel tank as well for a sloper engine. I wanted one bit. All I wanted 2 bits. I wanted the fuel cap, which is black. I wanted that one. Yeah, I wanted that there as well. But he left me a few Brucey bonuses. He didn't take the little brass tack off of the engine as well. Off of the tank, so I got a nice brass tap as well. And
even better.
Them brass taps, the imitation ones, they sell for about 25 quid.
I have seen them. Yeah, I've seen them knocking around for.
All you got to do is just buy some corks for them and recork them. So you got to do. So I got all that for about 45 quid. And one of the carburetors, the 379 carburetor, that sold on eBay. One sold on eBay just the other day for about 85 quid.
The hell?
Martins, Scott. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, not Marquess, Martins. They're quite good.
Yeah.
Try them.
Jason, you said you had something cheap. I didn't think you sold cheap stuff.
Well, I paid $5 for this thing from my scrap guy. All I did is put gas in it. So it needs a paint job, not worth it, no bag. I did nothing to it. Like, make sense.
Your internet is absolutely shocking, Jace.
$50, that's it. Let me see if you guys can see that.
Yeah, that is crackly.
As usual.
Where is he? He's down here. Is that him down there, is it?
So those crispies.
Yeah, that's bad.
Ooh, that's nasty. It's a quantum, but it's nasty.
Whoa. Jason, are you in the buff? Jason, are you in the buff?
I can't even hear him.
No, his internet's rubbish.
Yeah, I can't even hear him, let alone the image.
There's room in the basement partners, but stream is full.
Look at those curls. Holy cow.
Our drop needs to be our drop. I don't mind.
If those curls were straight, you'd have a mullet.
Doug Sweener is asking about what's your Instagram, Ken?
It should just be Ken Small Engine.
Okay.
Yeah, all I can hear is that yes, it's a mullet. Yes, it's
I think your mullet. I think your mullet is causing interference at the moment, Jace.
Yeah, sounds like you're getting static from it.
Yep. I hear it.
Man, last time I saw curls like that was on Goldilocks.
Yeah.
I just hope, Jason, you don't. Jason, I just hope you don't get arrested and end up in the penitentiary because the boys are going to love you in there. You're going there with the curls. Oh my lord! Just don't go in the shower.
Well, speaking of, Mrs. P likes to pull on it when she gets angry at me.
Well, there you go, Scotty. There's a link there, Scotty, for Martins. They're very good. Hi, Roy. How you doing?
Evening, Roy.
If you get arrested, Jace, don't go in the shower with Mr. Big.
Snoop on a rope.
Speaking from experience, is there something I should know? What is he like?
Jason, it only hurts second time, baby. Only hurts second time. So then, Kane, what have you been working on today, buddy boy? What's been on your list today, Ken?
Oh, I got a strimmer that wasn't cooperating after I took it apart. Like I said before, after a half hour.
Did you just say strimmer?
Did you say strimmer?
I'm trying to be politically correct.
We're getting there.
He's learning.
said it.
And actually, it was brilliant.
He didn't say whippersnipper.
God, that's so choppy.
Now, after about a half hour playing around with it, I
see
drilled
Ken.
out the brass plug and the rubber or the plastic plug to get to the high-speed screw. It's still not acting right. It's got dirt in it, everything else. You know what? My time's worth too much. The new carb's $40 at the dealer. I'm just going to the dealer and getting a new carb. That's all.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
Not
you.
worth it.
Question from Andrew there. He says, what is everyone's favourite mower for making profit? I've got to say, anything with a Honda engine's good for me, really.
No, Briggs
You wanna talk
Quantum,
about the
the
most
Toro
popular-
recyclers.
I'd say Briggs is quite popular. I see quite a few of them around.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, the freebie wasn't.
A lot of the Toro recyclers.
I've got to say, Hondas,
Snap the
mate.
high back brings all the boys to the yard.
Hondas over here are selling really well at the moment. Anything with a Honda engine on it, people love them.
Oh, yeah. Honda always sells.
Yeah, Hondas and Briggs I tend to.
But I'll take any mower that
Fine.
makes me money. Anything.
Well, I'm going
Nick-
back into chat. Just 2
Right,
minutes.
Someone could jump behind me.
No worries. Cheers, Sparky. I've put a link out in the
Relax,
chat. There's
Sparky.
room on top.
There's Maggie.
There's room on top of Tim if anyone wants it. On top of Scott. Oh, what happened there? That's weird. That's never happened before. Jason, your internet is absolutely shocking.
Look at what
Roy
Roy
said.
posted.
Anything
Come
with
on.
a torch plug in it.
Rub salt in the wound, Roy, okay?
Anything with a torch plug in it?
I mean, even my freebie mower I've got today has got an NGK plug
See,
in it. So, you know.
comments like that, Roy, have to be removed. I'm sorry. What we've got here, we've got Part Nest is your first mate, and then Nick's up after that. How you doing, Part Nest?
Not bad, Mick. Got a little
Partners.
something might be of interest for you. I'll just look at the camera now. You, just a moment.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh,
What happened there?
he disappeared. All right, come up in a minute. I've got Nicky up. Yeah, Nick,
I
up you
think
come.
he's having problems with switching.
How you doing? How are you?
Hello.
Hello, mate. How you
Hey,
doing?
Nick. Hey, Ken. Good. How are you?
Oh, there's Nick.
Yeah.
Let me
So
get
that,
Jason out of the way
Oh.
because he's causing. Jason's got internet
Jason's
problems.
unloading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone. How you doing, partner? What you got, buddy?
Probably.
Right. Okay, I'll just show you what I've got. So, pick this up for 20 quid on eBay. It's complete, but the only thing it's missing is petrol cab. Otherwise, it looks like it's complete.
Is that an SB200 on there?
There you go. That's what it is. Power devil.
Oh no! Throw it in the bin.
Oh, throw that in the bin.
Throw it straight in the bin.
Power devil.
It's Tecumseh. Throw it in the bin.
Mick.
Is that a Tecumseh engine? I don't even
Yeah,
realise.
Tecumseh, yeah, throw it in the bin.
Yes, the bin of your life. Yeah, Tecumseh.
Throw it in the bin. Chuck it straight in the bin. In fact, don't waste your time taking it out of the car. Just drive straight down the tip and get rid of it.
I'm not throwing away 20 quid.
All right. So
I mean, the deck looks all right, so 20 could be for the
Well,
deck.
that's it. It's plastic deck.
yeah.
What's wrong with it?
What's right with it?
Tecumsehs are.
Yeah.
It won't run.
Besides the fact it's
It's been running because I found grass in grass box, so it's been running recently. So it was just stood over winter. So it shouldn't take much to get it going. Get a video out of it.
Yeah, you can get a video out of it if you try and just pull it so it doesn't start and then just throw it down the tip. In fact, do a drive around video on social distancing at the tip. It'd be brilliant.
Right.
That'd be shocking. Well, hopefully,
If the tip will accept it, of course.
I wish you all the best of luck with it. May the gods of the lawnmowers be shining down on you when you pull the pull cord. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna start my video. So
well, it was nice seeing you, partner.
out.
Thank you very much for popping in,
Yep.
mate. I'll see you again another day.
Okay, see you. I'll see you there.
Take it easy, mate. Right, link going back in the chat. People with link there for someone who wants to go next to Nick's. How you doing, then, Nick? You doing well, buddy boy?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, you know me. I'm rocking and rolling. Sun's out, plums out. Enjoying myself. You know me.
Yeah. Yeah, about that question before about mowers for profit, I'd say the recyclers and snapper stuff are pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
over
you don't see a lot of
your-
snapper though.
over your neck
Not
of the woods,
really,
I would
yeah.
agree. Snappers do sell quite well over here, but we just don't see enough of them.
Yeah.
I was
I had a
about to
real-
say, I've never heard of that brand.
Oh yeah, I've had snappers in before. In fact, I had a real nice commercial one, 4-wheeler snapper with a either 4 or 6-speed gearbox on it, aluminium deck. Yeah, real nice. It was knocking
keep
on.
in mind, Nick, snappers don't have gearboxes. Snappers are disc drive, so it's an infinite ratio. It's just where the shift lever is.
So
It's like a snowblower. There's no real gear. It's just where the disc drive is.
This didn't have a disc drive on it, babe. This was a gearbox with a belt and a tensioner pulley. Yeah, it wasn't like the snowblower.
I've never seen that on Snap.
Yeah, very weird. Who's that? Stinkies.
Wow. Yeah, never saw
Stinkies.
that.
All I can see, mate, is just the top of your head. So bring the camera out, touch, and just see the rest of your face, my sweetheart. Oh, you won't be coming up. You got to show me the rest of your face, baby. Can you move the camera? If you've got to stand up a touch, just stand up a little smidge and just see your face. Yeah, that's better. Now I can see you. That's it. Up you come. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Guys.
Doing all right, baby.
Good.
Doing all right.
Good.
Oh.
Hello.
You got good internet? Are you over in the States, I think?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. I do tend to have a not.
Where
an
are you
issue.
from, Steve?
We do tend to have delays and stuff with you guys in the States, but hopefully we keep it going. Where are you from, Stink? Whereabouts in the US are you?
Oh, I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area.
San Francisco Bay. Check him out.
Ooh.
Check him out, Ken.
I'm in California.
The big bucks.
He's got a much better postcode than you, Ken.
Cali. He's out by the bay.
Yeah, he's in Cali.
Got a question here. I've got a comment here. Just been offered an Aries 21 professional 0-turn with grass bag and side chute Kawasaki 6-horse non-runner. Is it worth a punt at 35 quid? Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The carburetor alone. The carburetor alone.
Those things new are 600-700. They're crazy.
Oh yeah, Kawasaki's are.
Those are expensive mowers.
Yeah. The carburetor alone.
As long as the carburetor doesn't need replacing, because that's about $300.
True.
Yeah, do it.
It's got the McCuney carburetor on it.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's Autos is in the southeast UK. Whereabouts are you, Andrew? In the southeast? It's not far. It's not a million miles from me. So what have you been up to, Instinct? You been up to much, buddy? Hello, Stinks.
Oh, a lot of things. I usually repair older. Oh, can you hear me?
You keep coming in and coming out, mate. You keep coming out. We're trying to go with it for now.
Okay.
So what you repair mainly?
What I repair? I generally repair old mowers. That's my specialty.
Older mowers.
Older mowers, special.
Yeah.
So like what, vintage stuff?
Yeah, vintage stuff.
My cup of tea. Have you seen my vintage mower?
Which one? Where?
Which one is a very good answer, actually.
That many.
Let me get it.
I got a couple myself.
I think Nick's getting privy to those cylinder mowers. He's starting to like those cylinders.
Yeah. I think you could argue that, to be fair.
What's that?
Not a Mars bar, Helen.
Ken was saying how you've definitely got into the cylinder mowers.
It's just all it is. You as a YouTuber, you have to keep stuff just a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
So there you go, Stinks. That's a Villiers engine on there, what we call a sloper, because the engine is at an angle. It's a 20-inch Ransome Marquess. with a central fugal clutch drive. And it wasn't running. It's been sat in a barn for between 10 to 15 years and not running. I have since had it running, but the carburetor has got a brass float inside it, and I put a screwdriver straight through the float, and I tried to solder it to no avail. But it's not bad. It's okay. There's a carburetor. Let me make it a bit bigger for you so you can see a bit better. Maybe hang on, bear with me. Let's go up here.
Man, that's real remedial.
Yeah, oh, she's lovely. There you go.
Love
There's
it.
a carburetor, and the engine, as you see, is at an angle.
Well, was it a mal carburetor? Anal? Anal carb?
Amel, not anal. Amel.
Amel. I don't know. Ever since my stream, Mick, you're starting to sound really bad. I like the shoes, Mick.
There's his safety sliders. Safety sliders.
Let me see if there's any fuel in here.
Safety sandals.
Yeah.
Slides.
How's the inside of the tank?
We've got no fuel.
Yeah, that's a question.
Got no fuel.
Yeah, well, it's because it's got a bit of carburetor problem. That's why.
Oh yeah, true. That would leak everywhere.
Hey, Mick, what if
Say again.
What if that falls on your toe?
Ooh.
It's his own fault then.
Yeah.
It won't fall on my
Another
toe.
4 toes.
It
It's
won't fall
fine.
on my toe because I've got safety shoes on.
Safety.
Yeah, safety sliders. Yeah.
And socks.
Safety gym socks.
Let's get a bit of fuel down.
Look at that leg.
As you can see,
Mick, do you shave?
The carburetor is leaking significantly. But as long as I just put enough fuel in the carburetor and then turn the fuel back off again, make sure the drive is locked off because it won't appreciate shooting off the shed. And
Is this the one
I'll
that you
just try
got
and
the new
fire
carb for?
Yes, yeah, but not fitted yet.
It will fire over though.
There you go.
Pop.
There you go. Kick.
Oh, there it goes.
God.
There it's going.
It's trying.
There we go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ooh.
There it goes.
Gotta love that noise.
Sounds like Phil.
It's idling. Pop, 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 pop.
Like the bossa nova.
Sounds pretty good. Ooh.
There we are.
Chitty chitty bang bang, Edward Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Sounds pretty good.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That there be the video.
Nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
So we're getting there. It needs a bit more love, a bit more attention. Whoop, that's me head. And I've got over the other side. I've got his older brother over the other side as well, which is a Briggs and Stratton 3 horsepower. And out the front somewhere, amongst all the other mowers, there's a Suffolk Super Punch, which is a smaller, more economy sort of mower. Yeah, chitty chitty bang bang, exactly that. It's got. Do you know what? It's got such a beautiful little noise to it. For for those of us that truly appreciate small engines, I could just have that on a full tank of juice, full tank of juice, sat on idle out in the garden, and I could just sit and listen to that go pop, pop, pop all day long. It is absolutely beautiful.
I'll tell you, man, they don't make them like they used to.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you know, it took. I mean, I got that for nothing. They come for free. A bloke advertised it on the local Facebook marketplace, and literally, I saw it. This is advertised a minute ago. I said, "Bomb, is this available?" He said, "Yeah, it's available." Well, he had to mark it as sold because he had over 150 people want it within an hour. And when I picked it up, and he said, "It's not been run for years and years and years, 10, 15 years at least." He said. And within the first hour of me getting it home, I managed to get a spark off of it. And I put some carb spray in it, and it fired. Absolutely ecstatic. And since then, I've been working on the fuel. The fuel line is so dangerous. The fuel line comes off the carburetor. It goes round behind the back of the exhaust. It then goes inside the pull cord assembly, alongside the flywheel, round the front of the engine, onto the tap. It is such health and safety was like on crack when they made this.
Yeah, just a bit.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Lots of people do move the fuel line around the other side, but I want to try and keep it as original as I can. As I say, I picked that up just the other day, which was this is used and original. It's not a copy, because when you buy these cables, you have to solder that piece on yourself. This is already one piece on my copies. So this is original, used old stock, which is really good conditions. And that's the drive cable. I've not yet had the drive working because the drive is seized. But let me assure you, sometimes if you forget to disengage the drive and you fire it up with too many revs, they like to fire up on about quarter throttle. That's where they like to fire. If you fire it up any more than quarter throttle, it will fire and be off like a racehorse across the shed. Pete Proud knows all about it. I'm telling you, it's not funny. Pete fired his up last week just to prove a point. Yeah. He fired up and he was fighting with it, trying to stop it from going across the shed. You got to watch it. There's no dead man's handle. There's nothing. So if you don't watch it, they will have your head off. So I think lots of people do cut their fence panels with them, because when they get near the edge and they can't turn the drive off, they go over the flowers up the fence. So you got to watch them. But
yeah,
you know
this
what?
is the thing which I'm going to have to be very cautious with when I eventually get this ATCO running.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. But do you know what? It is such a lovely sound just to hear that go pop, pop, pop. And when you get it, when you set it just right, it even sounds like a hit and miss engine. It just really will nearly stall out, and then just all of a sudden you get another compression belt and up it comes again. It is lovely. They love Villiers to convert to stationary engines at steam shows. I had a Kickstart model. A guy converted it. Yeah, I've just been offered today a Kickstart lawnmower, 36-inch cut, which is massive. But I don't think the grass box is there. I don't think the grass box he has is the right grass box for it. And the problem with vintage stuff, as we all know, if it's not complete when you buy it, you got to really invest time and effort into getting the bits for it. Otherwise, you're just going to struggle. With this carburetor alone.
That's me.
Everyone struggles at one time or another.
Definitely. This carburetor sold for one of them sold for £85 on eBay just day before yesterday. Just for one carburetor. And I managed to pick this up, plus the tank, plus an exhaust, and it came with original Villiers throttle cable. And also a little tiny brass tap as well, which I got on this one already. So, I paid £45, I think about £48 with postage for 3 or 4 items. So I did really well. And now, apart from the front wooden roller, mine is now complete, and I will show you a photograph of what I would like mine to look like. Let me get an email up of what I want mine to look like. Bear with me. There's photographs of them. I've ordered the paint up already. The paint's on its way, so I want that one. I also want where's the engine? There it is. Let me share that up to you. Email.
Hey Nick, that guy called me back on that Intec V twin. It's crapping out again.
Really? What is it? The
yeah, it's another call I got to make tonight.
I'm Mark V8 man.
I'm Mark V8 man.
I don't know.
It might be. I don't like those flaps.
Has Stinky downloaded the information for you, Mick? I'll have a look, mate. I'm going over to my emails any minute. Apparently, that mower nearly had Pete's foot off when it went across the shed.
Ouch.
Mower by us like those will sit on the marketplace. Yeah, well, they don't last long over here. In fact, I see one.
No,
it was an Atco. It was an Atco, and I should have had it. It was 30 quid, and it was all complete. And this one had a massive fan on it, like you see on a car radiator fan, because an air cooled two-stroke. It had they call it a midget engine. It's a two-stroke midget engine. Oh, absolutely a work of art. It was beautiful too, but it's what it is. Right, let me just Conker's Carb. Yeah, I've got the link for that, Phil. I'll buzz it over to you in a minute. Right, so this is roughly. And I'll say roughly what I want mine to look like when it's done. Let me come back to you. And let me share the screen, which is that one there. Plus that one there. Plus that one there. And that should then divert up in a minute. Is it going to work or not? There it goes. Right. Okay. So this is what I want my engine to look like. There you go.
Nice.
Yo, teeth.
Ooh.
Check out the cat in the back.
That's clean.
The cat's just a cat.
Oh,
look at that!
Wow!
It isn't.
It's like E-Type Jag Green.
We are now talking serious small engine porn. If you want me just to pause it for a bit, let me know.
That looks like an expensive muffler, Mick.
As you can see by the exhaust, my exhaust has an eyelid on the front of it, and this one has a side chute spout, and that's the difference. This is original. I'm watching one on Facebook at the moment. There's my card, which is complete. That's got to be sprayed gold here, and obviously got to be silver worked as well. Black fuel cap as well, which is nice. And then this is what the engine, the chassis will look like. There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
Pretty. Which one is that, Nick? Just one you found?
This is just an example of someone else's work here.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Okay.
It is.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty? So hopefully mine will end up somewhere close. I'm not saying it's going to be as good as that because it probably won't be. But it'll be somewhere close. Hopefully, that's the idea. Hi, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
But it's going to take time because I was looking at powder coating it. Send it off for sandblasting, powder coating it, but the cost is going to be absolutely terrible for that. So I've
send it to Martin.
That
You probably
was
want to keep it.
that was on my list.
That'd make a good video.
It was on my list of possibilities, but what you got to bear in mind is I certainly can't post it. Too heavy for that. So by the time I strip it down to the bare chassis, it's a doable, but the grass box wouldn't fit inside his oven. So the grass box would have to be done independently, and you're talking about £250 to get it done. So it's going to be So it's going to be wire brush, sanding brushes, sanding paper, all that sort of good stuff, and just do bit by bit, prime it all up, and then I bought the actual paint for it off a company called Allen and Smith, I think it is. They've actually sold me the Ransome green paint for it, the exact color. So I've got that coming, and I've also got I bought some heat treated silver just the other day, but this is more like it says silver matte, but it's more like silver traveler stuff. I ain't doing it. It looks more like glitter. So I got to get it right. I don't want it looking like like it's supposed to be a fun fair. So
or like it's been done with household paint.
Yeah, exactly that. So I've got to get. First of all, it's got to be sanded off. It's got to be scraped off and everything, and then stripped down bit for bit. And I'll do a video on each bit. Just bring it in slowly. The hardest part is going to be removing the clutch wheel because I think I might have to have special tools for that, which I haven't got. So dependent on dependent on how far down I can go over strip down will depend on what comes apart and what will have to stay. But I'm also looking at getting the blades done. But the idea is I've got to put the drive cable on tomorrow, and then just see what state the drive is in. I've already had the side panel off; it looks really good in there. All the cogs are really good. So tomorrow will be drive cable on and test the drive out. As long as there's no issues with the drive, I then have a fully working engine that cuts and drives. I'll also test out the blades. I'll test the blades out, and if it cuts okay, then I'll lead the blades. If it doesn't cut, then the blades will be sent off to be ground professionally. And I might even do a video on that of the bloke actually doing it. Mick, put the picture of a lawnmower back up. I like the pussy. Laugh out loud. you mean the cat? What did Nick say? I saw Nick say something about Villiers. Mick, I have the Villiers engine. Is alloy condenser aqua blasting, gives a great polished effect. No paint needed. Aqua blasting. Never heard of that, Nick. Can you send me a link?
Yeah, you mix water. Water and sand mixed together.
Say again.
Yeah.
Water and what?
It's dustless blasting. Water
So
in
what
like an abrasive. They call it dustless blasting.
Okay.
Oh,
Aqua blasting.
I need to look into that. I've never heard of it.
It's dust. Don't get dust.
Dust. Okay.
Oh.
I'll look into that. Base coat and clear coat would be great. What did Roy say? Something too. What did Roy say? Bear with me.
Said what undercoat you putting on it?
I've got no idea. It will be just a primer initially. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
Probably just be a nice thick petrol resistant, some kind of grey primer, because the paint that's going on it is petrol resistant.
Yeah, Roy's asking what color undercoat you're putting on it.
Sharpening those blades will probably cost you quite a bit.
No, to be fair, they're quite reasonable over here because we use these are still sought after and used as well. I can get the blades reground for about £35, which is about $45, $48.
Wow.
And I think they have
a couple $100 here.
They have to have the complete mower, and they take the mower away and they hook it up onto a jig, tip the mower up on its side, and away it goes.
Right.
Which is cool.
Roy said red oxide would be better.
Possibly, Roy. I'm gonna rust treat it anyway. It's all gonna be sanded back and rust treated anyway. We'll see. To be fair, a lot of it is actually surface rust, Roy. It doesn't look like it, but it is. It's not that bad. I'm hoping with a good sand down, it should come back okay. But we'll see. I'm literally now quite excited. I'm now at the stage where I've got a complete mower now. Whereas last week, ask Pete Froud. I've been talking to Pete Froud because he has one of these, and without that float for the carburetor, I was stuck. And I tried the company that actually has the license to make Amel carburetors, and they said, "Well, I said, this is what I want." He said, "Yeah, you and everybody else, we don't make them, and you can't get them." Well, done.
That's not what you want to hear.
Well,
then that float that you put the screwdriver through. Can you fix that float, Nick?
Well, you can braze them. I've got it in the carb steel. It's really weird. What's happening is I soldered it back together and I sanded back the solder. So I think it's nearly there. I put it in a pint of water and it floated. I left it in there, bobbed it about, it floated. But as soon as you put the metering needle through the float, because the float is a cylinder, and you have to put the metering needle all the way through it, and it clips on the top via a circlip. As soon as you do that, it's too heavy for it and it sinks. Ooh. So I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not going to give up on it. What I might do is I might actually send it off and get it done properly, because if I can get it done properly, I then have a spare, or I have another carburetor that I can sell on for 80 quid, which is then paid for the majority of parts for this. But the chances are, if I can get it repaired properly, I will then keep that carburetor because it's got the original part in it. This carburetor has got a plastic style float in here, not brass. So I want to keep it as original as I possibly can. But we'll see. I'm a sprayer by trade, so I'd like to put a metallic green. Well, yeah, I've seen a purple one, which is a stationary engine version, which looks so sexy. It's not even funny. It's metallic purple with silver. Oh no, it does. It looks absolutely the bee's knees. But no,
lawnmower.
Well, yeah, exactly that. But this one is going to stay with me. I'm going to keep this. Has your carb arrived? Micks Mowers. Yeah, there it is there, babe. I got it. Amel 379121. There she is. And the only bit it's missing a bit in here, which should have a little tiny disc filter, which I got in that one there. So I'm missing that, unfortunately, which is you put a little drop of oil in there. But all the choke will work as it should do. The throttle doesn't work at the moment. I've got to look into that. I don't know why the throttle's not working yet. It may be a bit stuck. I'll look into that. But I have already got a throttle cable anyway, which is in good condition too. So I've got loads of bits and pieces. Have you tried the museum at Southport for a grass box? I tell you, the grass boxes go anywhere between £40, and I saw one on there the other day, which has been sandblasted fully, up for 250.
Woo.
Yeah. That one you order from China. I've ordered 2 from China. I ordered one for a hedge trimmer. That's sold today. That's gone. I'm still waiting on the carburetor for the rotavator. That should be here within the next week, I would say. Have to run to my dealer, closes in an hour. Righto, Ken. No worries, buddy boy. Nice to see you. I've got someone else downstairs in the house.
See you, Ken.
Who's that?
Good morning, 9 o'clock, everybody. 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
See you in the
We'll do,
chat.
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy. So Ken's going down. Take it easy, mate. And Mr. Patty wants to come on up. How you doing, Jace?
Hey, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Your internet sounds better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there I am. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good.
Yeah, your internet was absolutely shocking earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was in the parking lot, so the reception's a little wonky.
A little wonky?
Yeah.
Little wonky's a bit of an understatement.
It's a bit more than that.
Anything or no?
Please come back again.
It was atrocious.
It wasn't.
So what?
Thank
you. What sort of engines are you restoring then? Do you have anything you'd like to show us, or you know, the vintage stuff you're running? What is it? What sort of stuff is it you're doing?
Oh, me? I'm working on a Toro Sport lawn right now. You know, it's another reel mower, and it has the actuators at the top, and it's a real beast. It drug my son around the lawn.
Well, that happens. Gordo, you say about the rollers. I'm looking at the moment on eBay, and to be fair, I found a company on eBay. He's trying to chat. He's internet shocking. Watching. Where are we? eBay. There you go. So on eBay for what we got for a 12-inch roller is let's have a look here. A 12-inch roller is £29, 14 inches £34, 16 inches £39, 17 inches £41, 18 inch is £43, 20 inch is £48, and 24 inch is £58. And you can buy them in splits of. Let me show you. Yeah, his internet was bad. Let me show you. You can buy them in splits of 2 or splits of 3. So there they are there. And you can get them in. I mean, they look really nice. They look really nice on there. I know the pitch doesn't do it justice, but they look really nice. And you can get them in beech, oak, or mahogany. I mean, they just look they look $1 million. So for 48 quid, get it done professionally. It's done. You know, it's stinky. That comes stinky.
Hello, the boss man.
But either way, Gordo, you know what I mean. It's a really good way of looking at it. I asked Top Conker if he'd make me one, and he said he can do. But number one over here, just getting the wood alone, seasoned material wood is not no easy thing. You have to buy that in and then lay it down. So you know it's going to be a little bit tricky. But this fella's got them already made up, so I'm going to get him to do it. And the only one piece I then need is a little tiny piece that goes right across the back. So if I've got a mission for it. If anyone can help me out with this piece, if you look up Ransome Marquess 20-inch, and this is a piece I'm after. Just there. See that metal plate runs across?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it I'm after. Mine is absolutely shot on the bottom side, just there somewhere.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
So I could get it fabricated by a metal fabricator. No problem. Could do that. But as I say, I'll keep it as original as I possibly can. So if anyone can find me a 20-inch blade bar, I assume it's called something along that line.
Be keeping your rate, Jason.
All it does is it just literally stops the grass building up behind the back of the roller. Lucky Sevens Mud Mower, thank you very much for that $10 super sticker. Thank you very much indeed, much appreciated. So there's your challenge for today. If anyone can find me a 20-inch Ransome's blade guard, all you do is just find it. If you just find it, I'll pay for it, not a problem. Let me know, and if you just email me up, there's my email. You can also find my email on my about page, on my banner, on most of my videos. It's all on there. Anyone can find that for me. I'll purchase it, and we're on a winner. Then my entire mower is complete.
What about having Martin try and make you one? Content for him.
Say again.
What about trying to have Martin make you one?
Could do, but you know, like I'm saying, anyone can make one. I could go to any metal fabricator to make that. That's not the issue. The issue is I want it original. You know, Stinky will tell you when you are into the vintage game, it has to be right. It's got to be the right part, and if it's not the right part, and someone who knows what they're talking about comes like, oh, that's nice, Mo. That ain't right, though, is it? You know what I mean? It's like
pick it apart on you.
Yeah, it's like someone running across your lawn and kicking you straight in the cojones. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, and I don't want that. I want it to be bang on. You know.
And the existing one that can't be saved. I mean, you showed a little picture of it, but I couldn't tell if it was that bad or not.
I use a 60mm hole saw, cut loads of plugs out, Sanford edges, and glued them all together. Yeah, sounds good, mate. Yeah, sounds good. Good. Right, Gordo. But we'll see. You know, save the mower panel. Exactly that. You got. You know, that's what we all do. We all save the mowers, right? I mean, Jason, you're a flipper, much the same as me. Do you see my mower today, Jason? I did. Let me show you my little mower I did today. Where were we? Mine, I think. Is that the image? I think it's the image. Yeah, that's the image. No, that's not it. No, that's another image. That one there, maybe.
You know what's going on with your lawn tractor? I felt like I haven't seen that in a little bit.
I've got a video on it. The video will be coming out probably in about a week.
You still got it?
Oh yeah, it's in the mower store. It ain't running.
Okay.
It ain't running, but at the minute, the push mowers are taking the front seat. You know, they're the ones that are selling in my area. The sit-ons don't. But it's weird. It was running fine, and then it sort of hydro locked on me.
So
and making like a gurgling noise. I checked all the belts. That was fine.
Right.
I checked the Roy. I checked all the plug. That was all fine. I haven't checked the valves yet. Valves are next. Head gasket's next. Timing is good. So it'll be coming back, but I've got a video of it all up and running. I'll send you a picture, Mick. Yeah, cool. No worries, it's fine. So this is what I did today, Jace. Let me show you my little do up today. It was done in one day. I'll be going very shortly because the stream's nearly up.
He's like, I want the guy who lives here that doesn't run one.
Excuse
Hi,
me.
Christy.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, you got on, yeah?
Yeah, you can drop me out.
So that's the one I did today. That came in today, which is not in very good condition, as you can see. And then about 2 hours later, it looked a little something like that.
Wow.
Which is better.
What a different.
Much better.
Doesn't even look like the same mower.
Look, I could have done the wheels, to be fair, but hey ho, it's a push mower. You know. So
that's what people want. That's what people.
Yeah,
get.
exactly that. You know, just do what I just sort of do. Mick, I watched a video on your ride on a few days ago. It was on your playlist. No, I don't think it was. Maybe I've done it already. I don't know. I have to double check. I do 3 videos a week, so maybe I'm going nuts. I don't think I've done it yet. I'll have to have a look. It may have been when it first came in, possibly. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I'll check my playlist out later on. I'll have a look. But thanks for letting me know. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. That one today. I've got loads more to do tomorrow. I'm doing Villiers tomorrow, and I've got to do 2 other mowers, 2 little push mowers. 3 to do. I have another mount field to do. 2 sovereigns and a mount field. That's what I've got to do tomorrow. But we'll see. It was definitely yours, Mick. A little look.
Out of curiosity, do you fellows have Craftsman mowers and stuff like that over there?
We do get them, but not in the numbers you would expect.
Because they sell quite well here.
Yeah, they're not bad here.
Over here, it tends to be more the Hondas tend to do a job over here.
Well, they do good here too.
Yeah, a couple of months back, there was a Honda where I got, all but the current mower that I've got, which I'm working on from, because obviously they're not open at the moment. But they had a Honda in there, and it was only there for a week, and it was gone.
They were well known for durability, so they people buy them.
I'm assuming either the person was very good at repairing decks or just switched the engine, because you could pretty much see underneath it straight through. There's so many holes in it. That
wasn't aluminum.
No, it was more rust. It was probably more percentage of Swiss cheese to metal.
So I've just seen that ride on video. But chances are you probably saw it because it went into the playlist. It's scheduled to be released tomorrow or next day. Because it's listed as scheduled. You probably just had a little look in there before it was released. But it's in there. It'll be coming out. What I do is I get about 10 or 15 videos up, get them all edited, upload them, and then list them as either unlisted or scheduled, and then they come out on their own. But you guys are watching my videos. You're about 3 weeks behind what I'm actually doing, and nearly a month. I have to work in advance. Mick, what paint? Mick, did you paint that mower with a brush? Looks like a good job. Yeah, the mount field is painted with the Amorite hammered. That's the best I thought, because the texture of the deck is quite good. You haven't even got to take the paint off. Just rub it right down best you can. Get rid of all the flakiness, and then just paint it on with a hammered Hammerite. It's brilliant. And if you get the black one, the black Hammerite and the silver, and then mix it at about 75% black, 25% silver, you get the exact colour you want. What? Try that. Got one done today, sold in 30 minutes. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's how you want them.
Ooh.
You went nosing. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. That's what it's all about. It's all on there, but it's not listed yet. Not a problem. Right, people. Unfortunately, I've been going for 2 hours, 34 minutes. I'm 4 minutes over my time. So let me just get rid of Jason Pate first. Let me kick him out the old basement. Do I kick him or do I ban him? Ban him.
Kick him.
That's him gone. So that was that. Yeah, 2.5 hours. So thank you very much to everyone who's watching. Jason, I hope you have. Was it Jason? I hope you have emailed me. If you don't email me, you won't get them. So make sure you email me. You won the competition today. That's brilliant. Thank you to everyone who came in the panel. Come and see me. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Stinky. Thank you, Jason, Ken, all you lovely lot who come on up. Much appreciated. Email is in me. Emails in the about section and on me banner, and it's somewhere here as well. If anyone's got any questions they'd like to ask me, just remember I'm not a mower professional. I'm just a man in a shack. There's my email address. Feel free to email me. And what I like to do now is any questions you send me, I may not get back to you straight away because I'm trying to keep all my questions for the Saturday night live streams. But if it is pressing and you want an answer, let me know, okay? And I will try and get back to you in the next day or two and try and help you out where I can. As I say, I'm not a professional. I just do the best I can do. So thanks very much for coming in. If you can give me a thumbs up, how are we doing for thumbs up and thumbs down? It's about about 25 thumbs down. That's what I get standard. Let's have a little look.
No, you only got one.
Oh, I'll have 6 more in a minute.
Yeah.
I've got 53 thumbs up, 54 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up on your way out. Much appreciated. We get up to about 70. It'd be lovely. I doubt that's possible. We'll see how we get on. So thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for coming in. If the people on the panel can start hitting the old red button down there that says exit studio, that'd be good. Really
See you later. Bye, Scotty. Bye, Stinky.
You welcome, Andrew. Thanks for coming, Andrew. Much appreciated, mate.
All right. Thanks for having
Tim.
us.
Later, everybody. No, you're welcome. Anytime at all. So they're all coming out the panel, which is lovely. Cheers, Tim. Take it easy, buddy. Andrew, your first time on the stream. Much appreciated. If you get yourself an audio set up or whatever, feel free to come on up. The live stream is not dedicated to YouTubers. It's also mainly dedicated to the viewers and subscribers. So if anyone wants to come on up, make sure you've got a camera, you've got audio, subscription, or a phone or tablet. As long as your internet is relatively good, then that's not a problem. Mick, it's for Mrs. A customer popped up. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. No worries, Jason. That's cool, mate. So that's cool. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Micks Mowers very soon. Should be a video coming out on a rotivator or ride on one or the other, I think, possibly. Take care of yourself, stay safe, social distancing, save lives, and I'll get to see you all again soon. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up on your way out. Be much appreciated. Bye bye.